All right.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to another week of Doctors and Dungeon Masters. I'm Kelly Breivik, a PhD student at UWM Milwaukee in the English department.
I'm Ryan House, also a PhD student in Media, Cinema, and Digital Studies, and I play the druid Boggs.
Hi, I'm Corey. I'm a PhD student like everyone else here at UWM, but unlike everyone here,
Everyone at UWM, every single person at UWM is a PhD student.
Yeah, there's actually no undergraduates here, and they've
Wouldn't that be
actually
lovely?
exiled all the master students. Like, insufficient work. Be gone! No.
He's just kidding.
We love the master students. They're great.
I love you have no love for undergraduates. Anyways, I am in how unlike these people at this table, I am in the Plan C creative writing program here, which makes me inferior. What else? Oh, I'm playing Franz the Rogue.
Hey, what's up? I'm Laylee Bidler. I'm a PhD student in the anthropology department. And I'm playing Ash, the fighter bard.
Are you gonna catch them all?
Yeah.
Got a class.
I'm Eric.
All right, can we get a recap?
So
What's your character's name, at least?
Well, actually, I think we should talk about the character development, I guess, maybe, just to give the players a heads up. Or do you want to let that come out in
Let
story?
it come out in story. I think would be great.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good. Let's get a recap.
I don't want to just answer it for you and your character.
No, he did prep me on the ride over.
So, the beginning of last week, we decided we were going to go take another stab at the fortress. And
Literally.
It was in the middle of the night. After we left the town, we came across some Looney Tune-esque signs that were warning us about an ever-encroaching area of danger.
But a thankfully accurate archer shooting at us.
Yep. Little notes tied to the arrows. And upon investigation, we determined the archer was Ash, the fighter bard.
Are you multi-class?
I am.
Fighter bard.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, now I know
And so after that, we sent the Dragonborn back to the town.
Thank God we did.
Oh, because, yeah, she was
True facts.
She was warning us about a minefield, these magical mines. And so, not really trusting her, we decided that we would continue on with her as our guide, but several
More
feet
like
in front of us. We came across some robed figures, wizards, magic
Scouts, people who are laying down the mine. They're magic mines, so they're mages.
It's a magic mine.
Took care of those
We
guys.
killed those dudes, and then somebody who went inside can take it over.
Oh, cool. So Ash, new buddy Ash here, and we went into the compound. Ash was already part of the compound.
I'm sorry, Mags, right? Mags was also in the compound. Did not forget.
I forgot about.
She had a very interesting conversation with the captain, and we all wanted to kill him. Decided that would take too much time.
I forgot. Yeah, because we split off into different things.
Yeah.
I'll let Mags talk about captain stuff because I can't remember exactly that. But Ash and I would cast disguise self on myself. We destroyed all the flutes. We had a nice river dance section, and then we let all 500 lizards on the loose.
except for 20. No, yeah.
Yeah, because they could still be controlled by the remaining flutes that were in
we
the
had.
encampment.
Oh yeah, I guess we should mention that we discovered that Ash had been employed by this group of people to teach
As
them how to
their
play
entertainer.
these magical flutes
Yeah.
in order to control the lizards.
Magical flutes, which were purchased from a good friend of ours.
Yes.
The stoner elf.
Yeah, Druid of the Haze.
Yeah.
Benry?
Denry, yeah.
Yeah,
Benry.
look at me, my memory.
It's been a long time since we were hunting down magic users.
So
Yeah.
what did Eric do?
Megs didn't cast. She's a changeling, so she changed into one of the guys we had killed, and she went in and she talked to the captain, explaining that it wasn't. I don't think it was that crucial of a conversation. It was more like, "Hey, they're in the forest, like, oh no. And then he was like, rally the troops, and he's kind of like subtly being like, and I'm gonna fucking kill you when they all get here. And so then I kind of just ditched, and I didn't return with you guys. I returned on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. You left first because you had a way out. And we were like, we need a lizard distraction to get out of here.
There was chaos.
There was
Much
chaos.
Yeah.
If any part were to become animated, I would want to see the release of the lizard.
I think that this whole episode would be hilarious as a comic. Like the last episode.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Would be hilarious as a comic.
Important addendum though to all of this. The Dragonborn essentially were evolved from the very same lizards or dragons, I should be called. I don't know what the proper word is anymore. That were being held captive and were deeply, deeply, deeply upset that these lizards were not only held captive but being mind controlled, essentially. And they now more or less want revenge.
All right.
We remembered.
Yeah, that was a very good, thorough recap. So I would say it's morning now. You guys probably are well ready, to go to sleep. So you all probably passed out. What do you do in the morning?
I was going to try to.
Right? There's gonna be food somewhere.
Oh yeah.
We didn't talk about breakfast.
We didn't talk about breakfast.
What would your mom do?
Yeah, she'd make some biscuits and gravy.
Nice.
Heat check.
Awesome.
Sausage gravy, of course. So there'd be a little sausage left over too.
Seeing which one gives
Cool.
you the highest number.
And I would want to.
Yeah.
Get.
I do the same.
What was his name? The guy that won this?
Warren.
Warren. I would want to
I
get
had the,
Warren and people like
in
who were
order
sort of in
so that
charge
if one of them
of
is
mounting a
bad, we'll go
defense
to
and
the next
debrief
best
about
one.
what had happened the night before.
Okay. So I'm going to say that while breakfast is happening or getting cooked, because you also don't need the full 8 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Did we use spells? Did anyone use spells?
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
So we need the full rest, right?
I mean,
or is that a lot?
I'm using
Yeah.
the full rest, but
I mean, we need to sleep. We're still people.
Oh, I'm just talking about bugs.
Oh yeah.
Who's
Oh.
not
Sorry.
people.
My
Oh, you.
I'm
People
so
sorry.
green.
I heard you generally, not you.
Sorry.
Individually,
Yeah.
that's okay.
No,
I should have
sorry,
been
that
looking at
was
body
the-
language. That was my fault.
It's all good. So while everyone else is getting the last couple of their 8 hours and your mom's cooking, you're going to be gathering. Pretty much, there's going to be Warren, 2 other couples that I have not named yet, but just put them on the number, and then Jack, who was working with Warren when Warren was captured. And Jack is the one with the mute son.
Oh, okay.
Just to
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knows about the mute son but me.
He would know about the mute son because he grew up here.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
Do I know that it is magic? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You just know that,
There's a mute son.
yeah,
Jack's son is mute.
yeah, that's about it. And his name is Norby.
Norby.
So,
Jack.
you
Not
bring...
Norbit.
I don't know his name. Actually.
You never asked his name,
No,
but
I'm a jerk.
I'm letting Boggs know because Boggs would know growing up here.
I was gonna have
So it's gonna be Warren, couple 1, couple 2.
Like
Jack.
couple as in like 2
have my
people
pen.
plus
Yes.
another 2 people, so 4 people who are
Yeah.
unnamed.
To look
Yes.
anything up.
Jack
That's
and
my
Warren.
laptop.
Yep. And so that's the crew that you gather. Do you think I'll let you decide. Do you think Norby would come, or do you think that Norby would just get left at home?
I think Norby would get left at home. His dad seems kind of like not
Norby
that I
sounds
would know
great.
this really, but he seems a little abusive.
A
Is
little
that-
bit, yeah.
okay.
Oh no.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are the
Oh,
Dragonborn
God.
a part of this conversation?
Yeah, no,
sorry.
Norby should not come.
Are the Dragonborn part of this conversation?
Otherwise,
They're
I'm
still
gonna kill
sleeping
Mitch.
at this point.
Okay.
And so are you. But
I'm thinking this is an adults kind of conversation.
So I'm definitely not
No,
there.
no offense. Party members who are still sleeping, but not
My
the
character's like
Dragonborn
15.
and not Norby.
I don't know if that
Okay.
was clear last
Um,
It was not, but
yeah,
that's
I mean
fine.
the Dragonborn might want to show up
I'm
once
very
they're
with
woken up, but that's for you to decide when they're woken up.
Okay.
So you do that. You two wake up to the smell of biscuits and gravy and the sound of
Go
feet
ham
shuffling
on
in.
it.
Okay.
Kalua, how many biscuits per person?
She goes, I just kind of started making and I didn't stop, so I didn't count. So
I really appreciate
just-
it, ma'am. And I'm just like teenage style, like they probably don't have styrofoam plates, but I imagine if it was, it's like starting to bend in and like seeping
Nice.
through, like it's a.
She actually tells you a little story of when Boggs was a young boy, and it was like he had a bottomless pit for his stomach.
Wow, mister, you were young ones too, like me? No. Got any hot sauce?
Is it Throwback Thursday?
She goes, no, but I got some Surge. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I just doused it in surge stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's
This
gross.
is why I'm glad I did not grow up with any brothers.
But yeah, so breakfast is going on there. And after taking a head count of everyone who left and who came back, she goes, you're missing someone.
Yep.
She goes, are they okay?
That's a really good question. That's a question I should be asking. I assumed they would be back here already. We got here, pretty late. I just went straight to bed. I was sleepy. I was a sleepy boy.
Are they talking about Mags? You didn't come back with us?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh.
I was like, who the fuck are we missing?
Who? What? I do not follow the Surge part of his breakfast. The rest of it is a yes.
I'm like, fist bump.
I think the two of you clear out most of the food, and Kasula thought that she cooked a lot, but she just but not she's just, I guess I need more, and just starts
You
making
are
more.
growing boys after all.
So Warren turns to you and he goes, so where are we at, Boggs?
Well, I mean, Warren knows everything.
He
Right.
does.
At least everything that I know. He wasn't inside with them.
Yeah, he knows everything about the compound. He, as far not everything, but he knows a fair amount about the compound.
Yeah.
And that they were trying to avoid large conflict, but were ready for it if it were to happen.
Yeah.
But he couldn't anticipate unleashing the lizards and fucking up half of their crew. So now he's like, we need a plan. we need to figure our shit out.
Yeah. I think if we were worried that they'd come after us after the first attack, we can be sure they'll come after us now. Probably with reinforcements, otherwise, why bother?
Would I know anything about any reinforcements in the area?
You would know that they can call for reinforcements in a quick way, and I'm going to text you
Alright.
what that way is.
I am on my phone and not on my computer again today, so.
On Facebook.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry in advance about the slowness that will be my end responses. Oh. Shit.
Yeah. So they can call for reinforcements, but it will still be, time for the people to arrive.
Do I know how close they are? If they got it this morning or last night or whatever. How do I know approximately?
Anywhere between 1 and 2 days.
Okay.
Because the next biggest thing is in the capital, capital area, and it's about a 1 or 2 day journey.
Okay.
From here to the capital.
Well, if they are bringing reinforcements, it's going to take them a couple of days, but they do have sending stones, so likely if they sent for reinforcements, it's sent and they're on their way now.
Cindy said, is that just for communication?
Yes.
Not like
No,
teleportation?
not physical.
Okay.
Not physical teleport. If that was the case, we would be monumentally.
Yeah, I guess
sucks.
That's a meta game. If I remember correctly, didn't they also try to reach out to the Inquisition?
You don't know?
I think they would shy away from the Inquisition because it looks like they are utilizing magic
I just can't remember what happened.
for their
so
own
I should
good.
In full detail. Yeah, but back in character. Well, shit.
I'm gonna make the call that if it's cool with you, that they don't like the Inquisition unless that messes up your plans.
Yes and no. They don't like the Inquisition. They certainly do not like the Inquisition, but you don't know for sure whether or not they like the Inquisition less than they like you.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
So maybe
So,
All right.
I'm not saying,
Marriage
as a
of-
DM, I'm not saying that it can happen or that it will happen. I'm just saying, bear in mind, even though they do
Possibilities of
not like the Inquisition,
Right.
would avoid them in a typical circumstance.
Gotcha.
I think. So in a couple days, do you know about how big reinforcements will be?
So they're calling from the capital. It should
size
be any
force?
number.
What size force do you think? What?
Because they already have a sizable force here. We took out a fourth of them, a third of them.
About a fourth to a third.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Not
if
just
you want to count the
maintenance.
lizards, then like you took out a larger percentage.
Right.
But
Well, my point is, going back to in character, we took out a sizable force. They're probably, whoever they're communicating with in the capital is probably, like, not going to mess around. They're probably going to send, I mean, because they have tanks that mind-controlled lizards. If one of those things is neutralized and we now have a tank, it's going to be bad.
Agreed.
So I think we have really two options in front of us. We can either be proactive and strike the force that's currently standing, and then put together something and withstand the second assault.
Could we fit all the villagers in that base? Like, if we piled them? Or something?
That's actually a really good idea.
That's a terrific idea.
We can win.
I'm thinking about space. I didn't know what the space. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know what space.
Even
looked
terrible
like
battle
there.
strategy would still have to swing too.
I mean, there's
We can squander dragons and.
there.
Let's be in front of the trenches.
Oh, what was I gonna say? There were about 100 people in the
Haven't seen it
encampment.
yet.
Plus,
It's okay.
Sorry. Plus the underground space for all the lizards. So the camp would be big enough to fit all the people in this area that are bogs is like people.
That's a terrific idea.
Okay, well then I
Yeah,
relay
agreed.
that because that was out of character, as in like I can't. As a I know that my character knows how big it is, but like
Right.
I as a player have no idea.
You're
Could be
right.
like super small. So
I mean, it's not comfy, but you
right.
can't fit them.
So then I would like be like, we could just take it.
I think we should make this
We could just steal it.
an absolute priority.
Just sleight of hand a little bit. And
I mean,
take it
Yeah,
out.
I mean, I sort of hate to leave the town unprotected, but we can rebuild. We can rebuild the town.
I mean, what's a town without its people?
Right. Yeah, this would protect people better.
I mean, I know we have like the land, and I'm just like mentioning this to Kahlua, whose name I'm never gonna get correct. Like
I think it's Cholula, right?
Chalupa.
Like the sauce. All right.
Okay. Now I lost my train. Oh yeah, like I know the land itself is very important, but I think we need to prioritize the people, and I think this is right now the best strategy because I don't think we can withstand them getting reinforcements, and then any defense we put up, they still have 4 tanks, right? 4,
4 or 5.
or is it 6? I can't remember.
So when you say, I think that Kasula is a little too busy at the moment.
Still
you know,
baking.
Yeah, and tending to the people in her home. But Warren does hear you say we have to think of the people first before the land. And he goes, the land is living too.
This is not a debate about that. This is about what we can move people, we can't move the land. And if we can get people safe, and if we can relocate the battle to an area that is outside the land, we mitigate potential harm.
Right now
Yeah,
we're
but-
putting up like barricades around
But
the
they want
land, but that would...
they want the land, so if we leave, we're giving them the land, even if just for a day or so.
Unless we defeat them at
Well, yeah, I'm thinking.
the more strategic defense point.
Yeah, I think it might be worth leaving the land to defeat them and make them go away, and then we can retake the land.
I will say, from everything that I've heard about the lady who runs, what's her name?
Kalua?
Name. No.
Answith.
Answith. There we go. I should know that. Everything that I've heard about Answith, she doesn't like to lose. And I don't know if there is an amount of killing of her people that will make her stop. So we should also
I guess we need to make it.
take that into. Like, I'm not saying to leave. I am just saying that this might be a much longer battle, like siege than we would want.
Warren just like eye daggers at you, because you know you're agreeing with a plan that he doesn't like. Then he goes, "You work for them. You know, how do we know you're not trying to make us play?"
I have told you from the beginning, you should not trust me.
Or what do you like? Okay, we're just trying. We're spitballing ideas. But what do you propose?
We need defense. You know, if they can call for backup, why don't we? There's you said that you have these dragon slaves that you freed. So what about more of those?
Well,
They're not really smart enough.
What?
No. Oh no, sorry. So wait. Rewind.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Sorry.
Which dragon slaves are we talking about?
The Dragonborn.
Okay.
Dragonborn.
That is a lot different than the thousands of lizards we let go, which is what I was talking about. Sorry, he did not say that.
Yep.
You should have seen my face.
I know. I laughed when I saw that.
Not who I thought we
You're
were
not
talking
them.
We can be smart about our use of the Dragonborn, but our experience with them, there's 5-6 capable fighters. The rest would just be
fodder.
Yeah.
Well, we were all farmers before we were fighters.
Can you get them ready in 24 hours?
Okay. I'm going to propose a marriage. An arranged marriage between our two ideas. Well, kind of. We need those tanks. If we want any proper defense, we need more of those tanks.
We do.
So I think we need a strike force. We need to go in, either neutralize those tanks or get those tanks. Ideally, get them. Because if we're going to defend against a stronger force with just one tank and then peasants, no offense, but peasants.
And he's like, I'm better at your job than you are.
Why are you bringing it up? Why are you trying to be petty right now?
Like, bear in mind, this is like a grown-ass middle-aged man picking a fight with a teenager.
They are the worst, though.
Yep.
Grown-up middle-aged men are the worst.
It's just like your insecurities are showing there, buddy.
Yeah, I'd have nothing to come back with.
Hey, Jackie the Gorn.
Hello.
Hi. Ask any questions you'd like. We might answer them.
We will stop everything.
I will attempt to keep an eye on chat.
Nice.
We will see if that actually happens.
You are better than I am.
So
It's nice when it's like right there.
Right.
Oh, hello. I can't read from here.
So we have cannons. They have. Oh, and what? Shoot the peasants at them? No.
Oh no.
You gotta shoot some
No.
Zelda chickens at them.
Oh yeah, we still got chicken cannons.
Yeah, we do have the chicken fodder. Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Were there tanks left in the fortress when you guys were in there?
Yes.
Yeah, they were getting them ready, which means so wait, there's 4 left. There's 2 on patrol.
Right.
So there's a total of 6. Am I?
There were 6 total. You took 1, 2 on patrol, 3 left.
3
but
left.
you don't know whether the patrol came
Right.
back or not.
Just last knowledge. I think we need to go back. I mean, definitely this. I mean, they were expecting us last time, and it. I don't want to get.
Still failed.
Yeah, they still failed. I don't want to get cocky, but
Yeah, don't. That's when you lose.
Or that's when you win and you get to boast about it even more.
No, that is when bards write songs about how you died.
But I still got a song.
I mean, I could write you a song right now and you'd still be living.
You never know when dying.
I want, like, 14-year-olds to start just, like, crying when they hear about the tale of 15-year-old being a martyr.
Alright, so this it seems like this plan is shaping up that we need to go get a tank.
Give them some cocaine and a short sword and see how it goes. Do we have cocaine?
No, but you do have blackroot weed.
We do have a lot
We
of
have
weed.
so
We can get them
much-
stoned.
We
Blackroot
could get
weed.
the enemies stoned.
We could.
How much black wheat do we have?
I have an ounce of weed and
That's
about
not enough.
about a dozen cookies.
Okay, never mind then.
Or
And then at that
Right.
moment, and more biscuits.
And more biscuits.
did you use
And
a,
my
did you
axe.
use the special butter I gave you?
We have fun.
We do. Anyways, I ate another huge big helping. I'm actually gonna get a nap now, so I'm gonna go take a short rest. Kidding.
Towards the end of breakfast, for now and Ace come downstairs and they're like geared up, ready to go. And they sit down and they go, okay, so where are we going?
Well, our plan right now is we are gonna go fuck some shit up. How does that sound?
They are so ready.
Okay, can you?
They were ready yesterday.
For now, can you go get any capable fighters from the Dragonborn? We want capable fighters, not just people who are eager to get revenge.
Or anyone who can drive a tank, who can handle heavy machinery.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, I know someone, and then she starts describing the one that was just whiffing it every. Yeah. She goes, yeah. So that'll take 2-3 hours maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got through 2 or 3 hours.
Cool. That sounds. Well,
Sure.
We don't know where Mags is yet. Yeah, we need to find her before we're ready to go off. So yeah, we probably have 2 or 3 hours.
just make sure, and then make sure the rest of the Dragonborn are working on the chicken fodder. I guess.
She's
Like-
ready for that. Okay.
I don't know what that means. And neither does Bugs.
And Dash is completely like, what?
There was a whole side thing. We used chickens, and the cannon. Turns out it was a really great idea.
That's all. They
That's
were
literally
for,
it.
yeah. For now, was practicing doing target practice with
Oh,
chickens
with
at
chickens.
Franz.
I do remember
That
this.
was all.
It was really cute.
So she and Ace go running off to the Dragonborns. So
Every time you say Ace, I think you mean Ash.
sorry.
I got it.
Yeah, see, Jack, that only impacts one tank and also wastes our weed.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be the celebration weed.
Yeah, but that is how we might actually get super stoned. We just light it in a tank and
Oh yeah, that would after we take the tank, we could
A
all get in the
literal
tank
hot
and then
box.
just
Oh my god.
hot box in the tank and hope that we don't die because we used all the oxygen lighting.
There's slits in the tanks. Don't worry.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's some minor ventilation.
Very very.
Might get some
small.
brain damage, but I mean, who cares at that point?
No.
Okay. Okay, so we need to find our good old dear friend now. It's a good idea, Bugs.
Do you want to send up your
Owl?
spirit bird?
Cool. Sova, do Sova stuff.
Sure. Perception check.
Cool. That's a 13.
I mean that's enough. So pretty much it's a fairly open field around the house. There is like one stump about like midway through the what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't
Property. Halfway through mowing, you sit down, take a break, something like that, and there, you see someone sitting with a hood kind of draped over them. You can't really tell who it is, but the hood does look familiar. You just can't put your finger on it yet.
Okay, well, I relayed this to the group. But hey, guys, we'll go.
Have you changed your clothing?
Well, you wouldn't be able to ask them that.
Well,
so.
I'm just thinking like.
I mean, unless you literally walked up behind this person and just said, without checking who it is, did you change your clothing?
No,
Because you could do that.
I'm thinking that
We have our strategy.
Been around here for like 2 weeks. I think we would recognize like the clothing. Right?
Well, would Franz though? That's the thing, because
Franz is the only one out
saw it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I actually followed
Franz,
you.
do you think Franz would
Did Franz come back and be
recognize
like,
clothes
there's a
that
weird
you've seen
dude
every
in-
day?
Do
For
a
the last 2
Con-
weeks?
do a constitution check.
Okay.
Because it's not the same clothes that Mags was
19.
in. Okay. You recognize this cloak as something that only came out when it was like bad weather, and it is Mags's cloak, but she didn't wear it like this. It was only when it was like cold or rainy that it
Cool.
came out.
So either Mags is dead, and someone stole the cloak and didn't realize it was a cold weather cloak. It's not a fashion cloak. Or Mags is cold.
So you came back. You came back inside to tell us, or are we outside with you?
I'm assuming we're all outside. Or, I don't know.
Okay.
Sure.
Sitting on the
That's
porch.
Yeah. I was
So-
thinking porch and
Porch
El
biscuits.
Silva.
Pork biscuits. Yes.
Fun
the
fact, we're in
best.
Kentucky.
Is there coffee here? Does coffee exist in this world?
Yes, because I want it to.
Okay. In which case, there was coffee that happened, and I am
But I
still
wanna say
holding
it's
my
like-
cup outside.
I want to say it's a bit of a delicacy though, so like maybe she broke it out for like.
I feel like, could I just have some coffee? I feel like if it's delicacy, I
yeah.
can definitely just have it.
Okay.
in
Those
my
two have a
pocket.
clock. Oh, the cloak for a cloak. Okay. Get right on that.
How far away did you see the person in the hood that might or might not be?
How far were they?
I'm gonna say it was like at the edge, so like 120 feet. Is that your range?
Yeah. Okay, 120
I
feet.
feel like you could kill at that.
Let's go ahead, like a nice
Like,
dart.
I want to change one of my pockets
So
Text it to
to
me.
a coffee pocket.
Okay.
20
You
feet
could change
would be
one of
like
them to coffee pocket.
Okay.
40
Sorry.
yards.
I have no idea.
120 feet. That's like double. Well, 90 feet is from home plate to first base.
Oh,
So
I don't do baseball.
just half,
sorry.
half of that.
Not
Okay.
very far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing over there with the cloak?
Max!
How far are you yelling from?
120
feet
feet away.
Down the hallway, essentially.
You see the hooded figure turn and look at you. I suppose at 120 feet you can make out some facial features.
I would say yeah.
It
Just a little
is
bit.
not Meg's. At least, as
Not on their face.
yeah.
But,
Though you recognize the clothing as all being Meg's. Like she's wearing the breastplate that you found down in the bottom of the cave system that we were hanging out. Remember when we found the breastplate? She's wearing that. But this individual has long brown, pretty much straight hair, maybe a little wavy, a very pointed face, high cheekbones, and elven-like ears,
How tall?
and very, very pale skin, almost blue in his complexion.
Wow.
She's sitting, so you wouldn't know how tall.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool. Well, you guys want to take a nice jolly jaunt up?
I think that person killed Mags and stole her clothes.
Cool.
We should knock arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go see this person. Who is this? Oh,
Hi,
hey there.
howdy ho and well met.
Hi. What are you doing here? This is private land.
You're wearing my friend's clothes there, bud.
I'm here to help.
Where's Mags? Are you
Oh, wait.
Mags, or is this another trick?
We all know that Mags is a shape shifter.
Yeah,
Right? So
yeah.
like,
My name is Mags.
What's your name?
It's Emily, but you can call me M.
Emily M. Okay.
Emily M.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. So where did you get all these clothes, M?
Well, it's not like you're.
Wait, is this okay? I have a question. Is this supposed to be English?
It's not very good, but
I just want to make sure that I'm hearing it correctly. Okay.
it's not like you're not used to me changing
Shape.
the way I look. Maybe not you,
I
but I'm gesturing to Ash.
well, so you're not Mags or you're Mags? I'm confused.
Well, Nor,
We can have different personalities. Why not?
Nor, who you know, is also Megs. she's not the bravest of souls. Usually when there's trouble, she tends to run. And in this instance, this is her version of running.
She transformed into a
More
British sounding.
braver person.
She...
Super nanny.
And so, are your ears elf or are they elf-like?
No, she's an elf.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because there is a difference between those things.
Hmm.
Kind of pointy and actually elvish.
Well, you're very far away.
Let's
so.
steal
Yeah.
her heart
And she is
deep
wearing a
fry it
hood.
and serve it to her.
It's true.
She doesn't have a dog.
That's
Wow, Jack, you are like
That is rude.
hardcore. What is happening?
So you've got some time left before Fernal gets back with whatever Dragonborn she has.
Yes.
So what do you do in those 3 hours? Sit and wait? Do you want to do anything in the
I
meantime?
guess my question for the group is: do we need to make any defenses for the town, or are we buying in to going to the fort, or because those are two very different plans, and we definitely need to protect the town if we are staying here.
I am sure that I would not know the first thing about building defenses against tanks. So,
Particularly acid tanks that are meant to blow through buildings and then literally blow up as acid inside.
shit.
That's-
Yeah, no, certainly don't know how to do that.
That is what we're looking at.
So yeah, I think so, but I don't know. Do you have suggestions on how to defend against this? In your fighter background, did you come across anything like this?
I think, Kelly, I could roll some knowledge shit. History, maybe? I don't even know. What would defensive tactics be?
We could create, like, it would take time, but if we had time to, like, dig holes that but masquerade them to look like they're not holes, and the tank's just like, beep. This is all in
Okay.
character.
Yeah.
Beep.
Or just, like, make a... I mean, that would be really big trench.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'd have to make sure that they came to where we want them to go.
Yeah, because that digging takes a long time. Especially
Digging
Good
does
mold
take-
But that is one thing that
Yeah.
townies can do.
Square feet of
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can dig.
but
With
that's
several shovels.
That's not like a cantrip or something, right? Yeah. So you
Move
I
Earth?
don't
No.
think so.
Move Earth is not a cantrip.
Yeah.
Although I feel like it should be if creating, like, several gallons of water or something. That's just me.
Throw some
Is
alkaline
create food and
liquid
water, I
in
think
them.
that's like a level 2 spell or something, or a level 1 spell.
Yes, we were actually discussing Mold Earth right now. Yeah, I think Mold Earth might be our best idea.
It's Mold Earth cantrip.
No.
No.
It's also level 1.
But it'd be, if we can neutralize the tanks, I think that's a good use of a level 1 spell slot.
But my worry is it's 5 feet. It's only a 5-foot cube, so you have to make sure.
Jack, I'm pretty sure it's not a cantrip.
I'm actually looking it up right now.
Mm.
It is a cantrip.
What? For
What?
Which, for which,
Point to Jack.
Point to Jack.
Nice.
I mean,
For
the only
which,
thing that
uh,
matters is does he know it?
I know it.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then wouldn't you know it's a cantrip?
Well, I was looking in the book, and it's not where I thought it would be. It's like not listed for whatever reason. But anyway.
Nice.
But it has to be loose earth. If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit up to 5 feet away. This move doesn't have enough force to cause damage.
what does it mean by loose earth?
So I'm imagining,
I would call it like the wetlands loose earth. Like it's not like if it's farmable.
yeah, like tilled. I think would be
Yeah.
a good.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not like stone or something
Or
like
clay.
that. Yeah. So I would definitely give. If you wanted to spend your
So
time
dirt.
doing that,
They could have
like.
just said dirt.
But also, we can cause any dirt or stone to become difficult terrain, which would also be very beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
dig
agree
it.
with this, Jack.
Do we
Nice.
know, because of the tank we have, like the range of the cannons?
I'm gonna say you would know it was like 300 feet. That they shot
300
away.
feet. Okay, 300 feet's good. Do we know about the? Do you know the range of about the acid tanks?
Do I, Kelly?
No, it's like a 30-foot cone
Okay.
from the point of the needle point.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we can reasonably create a 300-foot radius around the town, but
You could work on it.
we
We
could
could get like a quarter.
as long because we need to control the battlefield. That's what we need to
I
do.
guess my other question is when we had talked about this, Kelly, it sounded like they were looking to clear out like a massive area, like not just this town, right?
Yes.
So like, is this just the last town with people in it? Are there other towns?
There's a
Do we
lot
need to
of
be
open.
like coordinating?
Yeah, no. There's
Like-
there's a lot of open land. This is pretty much like the only like town village in the area that they're pretty much colonizing. So this is the only spot that would put up a fight because
So- They could just like go to a bunch of other spots and start burning homes down and like
but this
salting
is
earth and.
but this is like the spot that's left. Like there's no other homes in the area that they want. So anyone in this village in these
Okay,
farmer
so everyone
lands-
else has like sold their stuff.
Yes, or it's just
Been-
been open land.
Okay.
So this would be the only area you would have to protect, more or less.
I have a question concerning roads into this area.
Yep.
What do we know the range of these tanks?
What do you mean, the shooting range?
Like how much?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
300 feet for
Okay.
the cannons, 30-foot cone from the needle nose.
What? I'm sorry.
There's one main road coming from the south, one main road coming from the north.
How wide?
Those are the only two roads that are like wide enough to accommodate the tanks.
Okay.
The rest is forest, so there's
What if
little
we just
paths
take
and
the road
everything.
out?
Okay.
A
But
mile up the road.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We can excavate enough of the road that they can't just roll over, right? Like it would take some at least chopping down timber and making a bridge.
Yeah.
And we can attack them. If they try to go off road, I can do plant growth and basically fuck up everything.
Because
as long
that
as
takes
they're-
like an hour, and you could get the whole mile, right? A mile radius.
100-foot radius.
Wish
Oh,
it
no,
was-
that's-
Centered on a
no.
point.
No, but if you do it for an hour,
If I did it for 8 hours,
8 hours.
it's a half-mile radius.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So
you do have
that's
8
two.
hours. You could.
Which is sort of, not to jump ahead, but that's sort of my plan to like fix this place after it's destroyed by this fight.
Nice.
But, yeah, I don't think we're gonna have 8 hours before they get here.
probably not.
So,
Okay.
so yeah, like let's go to a place outside of range. You said
Mhm.
like maybe a mile.
So 300 feet is minimum.
Yeah,
If we want to take fighting outside of the town,
I think a mile is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, you would definitely have enough time to mold earth, like, at several spots, so you don't have
Yeah.
to just stop them at one point.
Mm.
Because it's
Good point.
I'm gonna say the road is 50 feet wide, so you have.
wow, that's a road.
Yeah, I mean it's big enough for
50
tanks,
feet
so
wide. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like not like paved, but there's like
Sure.
just like it's not paved road. It's just wide enough that it's 50 feet wide before you hit anything that's difficult to range.
Is there
So
like a ditch essentially on
a
either
little
side?
bit, but like no, like 5 feet into the forest.
Okay.
So basically, we're gonna
So-
harvest moon it and go like cube.
Pretty
cube.
much, and it'll take you like a minute per thing to fuck up that part of the road. So if you just want to stop, cantrip for a minute, then go like further out, cantrip for a minute, because
Yeah. I think what I want to do is basically, since I'm moving Earth,
Mm-hmm.
is basically get out of like excavate the dirt and then move it and make basically a 5-foot
Mm-hmm.
wall of Earth. So it's like divot, wall, divot, wall, divot, wall.
Nice. Okay.
Cool.
But maybe do 10 feet.
Okay.
So maybe it takes 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, we're pushing our time here.
Yeah.
Well,
then there's time to like move and like but
yeah. So I'm gonna say like to walk a mile out and back would probably take you 40 minutes if you wanted to stop along the way. So times 2 minutes. So that means you could do 10 spots of Earth and get back in an hour if you wanted to fuck up the top part. And then did you want to do the same for the southern part, or did you want to do... Okay. So I'm going to say between that, it'll take you the full, 3 hours to walk, do all that shit, cross the other side, go down, do that.
While they're doing that, I'll go do recon, just try to, get closer so that, if I hear or see anything coming, I can run back and alert that... Because right now no one's doing that, and that seems to be important, so...
We fill in Maggie,
we have probably a full day.
Old Maggie.
Probably a full day
I'm
before
sorry?
We tell her
have to
everything
Yes.
start anything with our scouts.
Because she wasn't
But
there.
it wouldn't be bad.
Alright,
Do a perception check.
got it.
Can M take some
15.
kids with her? Or some other scouts? Just be in charge of the scout team.
Do you want to take anyone with you, or are you
Or do
going
you
on
want to
your
go
own?
by yourself?
I just thought I'd go
No, it's
to
fine.
look, but 15 was my roll.
It's official. I have a dishwasher again.
Nice.
Dishwasher. I got a dishwasher.
1 second, I'm texting you something. So yeah, that happens. You guys get back at the end of your 3 hours, and for now, Zay actually has the entire group of Dragonborn
How many is
with
that?
her. 25 total with everyone. So she goes, "All right, I got everyone.
We didn't say get everyone.
I got them anyway."
Okay, we've had this conversation before. You fine, fellows. Who here can fight?
For now raises her hand. Pretty much, everyone raises their hand except for the ones that are still injured, and they're just like, "Well, we were just told we had to come."
Let's Ewok these motherfuckers. They can help.
Yeah, what I'm saying is we're gonna take the group that can fight on the strike team. The rest are gonna do the peasant montage from every fantasy movie.
Totally. Yeah.
Like, I can't fight. Well, you have to anyways.
Yep. Just stand by roads with string and trick people.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You guys have been conscripted.
Cool. So yeah. Sorry. How many people can fight? You said 5-ish.
Remember 5 to 6 because there's a Phantasm.
Yeah, Phantastor. So there's
Okay,
5
Phantastor. Yeah, that sounds
fightable
like
ones.
fight.
Yeah.
There's 5 that are just out of commission.
Yep.
So that's
What do you-
15 that are commoner peasants.
What about the ones out of commission? Like, what do you mean out of commission?
They were injured with the falling rock from a few days ago, so they've got a broken arm or they're limping. So
Are they fighters?
they look like normal peasant. They were slaves,
There's
so they're
no reason
strong.
to heal them faster.
Okay.
Right. That's
Oh,
That's
I'm
what I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. I was not catching that.
it's okay.
If I spent a spell slot, would I regret it?
Yes.
Okay, then I won't.
Okay.
Meta gaming.
Boggs looks at them and says, "You're not worth a spell slot."
I'm so interested to see where Boggs goes, in his character development.
Me too, man.
Me 3.
He's just getting more and more gruff.
He just learned that he doesn't really.
I imagine
care about
there's
this
moss
mortal coil.
growing around his chin into into a swamp thing beard.
Oh, totally. Well, I can't remember who, but somebody
Thenry.
took some of it. Oh, Thenry. Thenry cut some of my beard.
Oh, that's right.
Alright,
gave
have
me
a
the-
good day, Mr. Unicorn.
Peace
Thanks for
out.
coming in,
Thanks
Jack.
for dropping in.
Your girlfriends? How many do you have?
I think he
Yeah,
just
no.
forgot to make it possessive.
Yes. Apostrophe yes.
Anyways, cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm
That's gotta
missing
be
the
it, that
group chat right now, but because I'm busy
It's okay.
texting the scouts. Let's just deal with this first because Eric's still doing his.
It was hard to read, but I got it.
Nice.
You can describe it to the group if you'd like. Oh. Alright.
Yeah.
So
I'll let you deal with that.
So as you are molding Earth, you see a figure fly through the sky and
Is
then
it a bird?
come down and land
Is it a plane?
next to you. That'll be about very much. It's a 10-minute spell, right? So it should be enough time to fly back, right? With it, like if we're assuming I'm like dashing the whole way, right? That's like 120 feet per 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm saying like you're gonna get there at the time that for now and everyone gets there. So
Alright.
now it's like 3-hour mark. They were just about to reconvene and talk to each other, but this is where you're
Alright,
at.
so we have a problem.
Oh God, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
so I fly down and like gracefully float and land. So it would appear that the what do we call them?
Inquisition?
No.
The
The-
Mercs?
Answith Corp?
And
Anscor,
Score.
yeah.
Anscor.
They have set in fire to the forest.
Ah!
It's all on fire.
Where? Which direction?
Do we not see this?
I point in the
Well,
direction.
It started towards the end of the thing, so you were going like you were just heading back. So you wouldn't. I don't think if you were looking for it, you would have seen anything off.
Yeah. So if anyone is paying attention to other people's facial expressions, Ash is just kind of like, yeah, okay, like,
Yeah.
and that's expected. Like,
Could Braveheart it.
Well, maybe we need to go get the tanks, since they're busy setting fires.
Ooh.
Fire's a natural occurrence. Like, this isn't destroying the world.
It will help the land in the long run.
In the long run, sure. We can
So right now,
repair
it's,
it.
it's going to be really shitty for like this generation and maybe the next.
It is
Oh, no,
spreading
just-
quite fast.
And it is coming from their direction. I'm going to say because I didn't describe it all that much to you, but with your
You
nat
just said
20,
fire.
not your unnatural 20, like you still would know that it was coming as if they were starting like a barrier between like you and where they are. And the wind is blowing like in the direction. So it seems like they were like waiting for the wind to blow the right way
great.
and then set fire.
Dope. Well, I like the tank plan. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I can't fight fire. I know, big character reveal.
Only you can fight fire. Forest fires. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not too good at fighting fires.
Oh, the villagers know about how to deal with forest fires.
I'm also going to say, just like as a pause, I googled like whether or not fires could happen in wetlands, but I didn't look at how fast fires spread. But
Very
I'm just okay. So I'm going to say,
Well, in a
that-
dry place.
I'm going to say that by 3:30 our time, that's when the fire would reach the village.
Holy shit.
So
So,
We're
do we
just
have an
gonna say
idea
that.
about, like, what size fire we're dealing with? Is it, like, 16 miles wide or anything?
like they specifically set up like a wall of fire that
So
like
that we can't get to that.
exactly. So like you can gather at this point that the passage north is just like death, essentially.
Nice.
So,
So,
Mr.
but you do have south.
Mr. Shovel, one thing that can help slow down fire or stop it is if you were to build a trench of dirt, right, then the fire can't get through because there's nothing to catch fire. But I'm unsure if we have enough time to get the whole village safe via that.
We could always little rascal it.
I don't know.
Oh,
Can what it?
Where they take a pail and just pass it along in a giant little boy train. That sounded really bad that I just came out of my mouth. Anyway.
I heard it going as anything.
It's not that might not be a good idea, but I think they've set many fires. I don't think we'll be able to put it out. Unfortunately, it'll have to run its course.
Is this like a magic fire? Because I imagine it'd be very difficult for a fire to be like maintained in a wetlands.
The way that I saw it is I saw one plume of smoke that looked kind of like a campfire, and I saw another one, and another one, and another one. So it could just, they have a lot of people, right? And if they're all in coordination, they could just be setting the fire together.
This is like swamp land, right?
It is swampland. There
I'm
are
doing
some
my best
swampier
again.
areas. This is like wetlands here. So it's like wet forest with some swamp. But I did do some Google research last night, and yes, it can be set on fire.
Did you check the UWM library database? Did you go to DuckDuckGo?
I actually did go to the database just to like find a scholarly article beyond Google. And yeah, they were talking about like the like ecology post fire.
Nice.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I still don't have an idea as to like what sort of area of fire that we are dealing with.
I'm going to say probably like it probably started at around like a 3 to 5 mile like line, because there were like at least 40 of them remaining.
Yeah.
Don't have any
Could you draw it?
magic?
Could you show me like sort of what
Yeah.
what it looks like around the town and like where this fire's coming
Okay. So not exactly to scale,
Sure.
but let's say this is your particular bocage, and then this is like
What things do I
the
have?
entirety of your area. So like
Okay.
you are a sixth of a square. So each of these has like different townsfolk in it.
Oh, I see.
So imagine each of that, but filled there.
Okay.
This is the thing that you went to, and if I'm not mistaken, I wanted to say it was like a 2-hour thing to the 2-hour hike to here, the encampment. Not drawn to scale once again.
That's the bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boggs.
Yep.
If I recall correctly, when we were underground and we fought those scary rock monsters, you were able to manipulate the air to create wind. And this is miles long, but do you have anything that can shift the coming winds and push this back towards them?
South is mountain.
Are any of the Dragonborn magic?
Some are.
There are. Some of them have.
Do any of them
very
have
potent
weather?
magic
South is
abilities.
sorry, mountain and
South is mountain and Inquisition, so that's
they're
where
back.
the south leads to.
okay.
Oh wait.
All
That's a good idea. One of them is a druid.
yeah. So this is like all.
Is Fernell around?
Yes, but
where's
give me a
I
second.
wasn't here when Fernell got kicked out, so I can just ask, where's Fernell?
Where's the
And then I would say
Where's
For now, it's here.
Oh, okay.
this is the farmland.
Oh, okay. Farmland's in town,
Did Fernell get kicked out?
and that's where the fire is.
No,
Okay.
she went to go get the other dragon.
Oh yeah.
I just
yeah.
my
Okay, so,
character
like-
wasn't there for
Yeah,
that.
Not to be
yeah, no.
offended,
She's
but
back here, and all the
the
other
roads
dragons
are
are
on
here
fire,
too.
right?
Everyone is here.
We're
talking
All
about
25
basically
dragons.
Yeah,
either side.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, either side.
Kelly, me and Ash would like to talk to Fernell and ask if she has
Yeah.
any ability to manipulate the weather.
Does she? Let's see. Technological
All of my shit is, like,
bark skin,
close.
spider climb, whole person. She has call lightning, plant growth, conjure animals, and
I
dispel
definitely
magic.
have.
So none of those are like weather. Besides call lightning. What's call lightning?
Not something.
Probably not
else.
something to put out fire.
I know, but I was just...
call lightning doesn't. Lightning comes down and the fire goes away.
That'd be
So,
amazing.
how are you? How are things? That's me calling lightning.
Do you think you could just turn into some water for me? That'd be great.
Is the Dragonborn who I had a religious connection with around?
They are around, yes. And
ask
she...
them how they're doing.
She... At this point, she fashioned, like, some bark into the shape of the thing that you, like, like, so she made like a, and then she carved it. So it's not like a, you know, I feel like it's too intricate to whittle. And she's wearing that around her neck. And she goes, "Hello.
It's nice to see that you.
Who are you?"
Oh. You met me before. I taught you how to pray. I just look different now.
This was Mags, now M.
Who are you?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm Ash.
This is Ash.
Okay.
I helped them do stuff.
We're not supposed to trust them, but kind of supposed to trust them. It's a really unclear situation.
So,
I mean, nothing's been clear for a few days now.
I'm sorry, friend. But I'm just curious. What kinds of things is your god in charge of?
I learned that he's in charge of us, just us specifically. Not not weather, if that's the answer you're looking for.
It's not what I'm looking. I mean, it is what I'm looking for, but I was just, idle hope.
Yeah, can anyone pray to any of your gods that any of you worship to, like, give us a rainstorm?
Unfortunately, my patron is just over life and death, which doesn't really get to deal with the weather. And my god is over the moon, which doesn't really help much either. Maybe the moon could rain? I don't know. I'll talk to her.
Just
Maybe
like
the
water
moon
goes
can
like...
I was thinking about tides and like water, and I was like, well, that's kind of related to rain.
Okay,
We're not really
so-
near an ocean, unfortunately. I don't think.
No, we are. We're right next to
You are.
next to the ocean.
I mean, enough that a tidal wave would, like...
Not
Well,
a-
that would.
Maybe
That
like a
would
tsunami.
I was thinking of how the I
That's
was
like
thinking
an
of how
algae.
tides
Yeah,
could maybe
maybe
make it.
it's also-
I was just thinking water, rain. I was just like water is kind of related to the moon. That's as close as I can get.
Good news is the fire's out.
The fire's out. Bad news
This is now
all the people
Waterworld.
died. So just to catch you up, they were each visited by some sort of like god as they were falling into the
You
depths
have
of the earth.
gods. You too. Go pray to your god, druid boy.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything.
If you all have been talking to gods, go talk to some gods.
Okay.
So we must really be in dire
So-
straits if this is our solution.
I don't know what to do with this, man. Like I have gust of wind, but I didn't prepare create or destroy water. Not that either of those, or even both of those, would take care of all that fire.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very tenuous relationship with religion.
Maybe
You do.
you just gotta roll a 12 on the gust of wind.
That's true.
There you
Extra
go.
effect. All the wind goes the other way.
You see, and the dragon didn't have a name before. But you see them go and pray. Doesn't go too well. They're trying, but you don't really feel a sense of presence from whoever they're praying to.
I just look up like,
I'll sit
yo!
down next to them and take out my religious symbol, which then would key them into, oh, that is the same person, and I'll just say, not sure what's to do, but if you've got any good advice or things you would plan on doing here, I know this isn't really your battle. Maybe you don't even care. You don't seem like one who would care. But I care.
They are.
But I care, and maybe that's enough for right now.
I think that Anna's talking to her gods, not to the other dragonborn.
oh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Alright, so you roll your check.
I
You know,
don't
like-
even feel like rolling.
Um,
I'll roll this white one.
Yeah, so
Well,
Franz just looks up and
No.
goes, yo, whoever
No.
gave me this dude? And I'm like pointing to Silva. Wanna help?
Do I add my
roll-
charisma modifier?
It's
Are we
a
just all
straight
standing
roll.
in a circle, like praying?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Like you just watch them, like, just start going like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, no.
What are we rolling?
To be fair, that's
It's
how
a
I
straight
pray in
D20.
real
Definitely.
life.
Oh, it's an 18.
Okay.
Definitely, Ash is
let's
like
hold off on
visibly
that.
more and more uncomfortable by the fact that everyone just starts praying to these
so
gods.
toxic.
Like, what did I get myself into?
Also, I died and came back to life. You should know that.
That's fine.
It's
Okay.
true. Will you remind Boggs what his Savior God looked like? Because like he would remember, obviously, but I don't remember.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure that the
This
Lady
is-
of Silver is not going to
Just
be
imagine
helping
that,
us
but
with
a
this
person.
one. I don't think I
'Cause
put together very
There's like a maple leaf
cohesive
tree type
arguments
thing.
for our cause.
So,
And I don't know if
Oh,
this
here
is
we go.
really up her alley. Anyways,
This.
I think maybe we should just,
like a tree mat.
I don't know, go for them. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Like,
So,
what they want, I'm assuming, is they want to burn us out. It hurts our
Okay.
ability to eat.
Yeah.
It weakens us. And then they'll
I'm going
attack
to
when they
meditate
think we're
without
weak,
pray.
right? That's
Okay.
why they'd set
roll a
everything on
straight
fire.
d20.
All right.
I'm not sure.
I'm basically
I mean, I think that they
sort
are,
of trying to
this could also
reach
be a
out for
distraction
guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
If their reinforcements are coming in from the
Yeah.
other direction.
fuck.
It
Did my
kind of
18 do
depends.
anything?
That's a 7.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Like, pretty much I was going, like, if you crit, you would get something. 18's close, so I'm gonna have to think on what.
With religion, it'd be a
You're gonna have it gone.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
You're just like,
Nope.
hey world, how
But I
about
should
Oh.
probably
that?
be rolling with disadvantage. Like, I'm not really trying. I'm not
No.
praying.
but,
some
um,
kind of like.
Let's go into
oh gosh, what's
chat
that movie with the
here.
tall
Let's
blue
do it.
people?
Alright.
So you three, okay, or yeah, you do
Oh.
you.
Okay.
So you two.
Come on, world,
By
fight
the way,
against
some
these
sort
people.
of
I'm like a 8 inches taller than I was before. Now that we've got me standing up and wandering around and stuff.
So how tall does that make you?
Like 6 foot. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm an elf, female elf, so not super tall, but technically,
We are
Wow.
about the same height now.
technically an Elandrin, but
Whatever.
whatever an Elandrin is. If anyone in the chat wants to try to describe what an Elandrin is, I'll give you free reign.
Ooh, what do I want?
So
Blue
you
elf
see,
just sounds a lot easier to describe.
I and just for flavor for what everyone else sees, you're like, hey, help us out, and then just yeah,
And
pretty
I'm
much
literally
like
just like,
that.
what do I want?
No.
Like, and then he just kind of
Almost
goes like
got 100,
comatose,
but then
like
didn't. Got a
standing there.
9 instead.
Yeah, we'll do a power roll. A 17. That doesn't help.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Where
Am
are
I
they?
able to take a short rest during all this?
I'd say.
Well, okay, because you got back when the fire had already started.
It's okay if I can't. I used a 3rd level spell slot to get back faster, so you know.
Gotcha.
If you wanted to take yourself out of the conversation, you could rest.
I'll probably just,
Oh God. I don't even want to know. I don't think I want to know. I think that's what this is. This is making me not want to know.
Oh my god, I have to think about this. Jesus Christ. Are we creating a new class in 5e? We'll resolve this in a sec.
by the way, where the heck is Sue when you need her?
Yeah.
In our last campaign, I was like a wind monk.
They need the water.
That's why there's 20,000 of them.
They're just gonna stand in a line. What are they gonna do?
Firefight.
You know what? I think I know how I'm going to resolve this.
They're all elemental fighter mages. Like, oh my god.
And I'm like, that's why I was specific.
Okay.
So wait, are we dealing with like?
So now you're like having a conversation with someone, but it's one-sided.
Yeah, you just like don't hear it.
That's
And I want you to specifically imagine, not the Robin Williams, but the Will Smith genie. Just a nice little visual backdrop.
No,
for our audience.
no. Will Smith genie is the creepiest genie in the whole world.
Oh, I imagine. Oh, I know. Oh,
You've
I
seen
know.
the thing where he's done up like a Meeseeks?
Yes.
Ooh,
it's
have you
so
seen
creepy.
the Sonic design, but in the Will Smith genie form? Because that's great.
What I love is that they're actually changing Sonic because everyone was like, "Fuck that, no, please," and they were like, "Okay."
So, okay, animators, you have 6 months to change the title character in your movie.
Yeah.
Go.
Have fun.
Alright.
You guys waiting on me?
I'm gonna let the dice decide between the
Yep.
two things I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Ooh, you're lucky it went that way.
Woo!
Okay. So, the fire, it's 312, so it's pretty fucking close. Not terribly so. What do? You're still inside. What is your plan?
Right now?
We're still inside our home.
I thought we were
I
outside.
thought we were out with all the trenches and stuff. That's where I returned to.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
outside.
I thought that you were, like, reconvening back at the place because you went
Oh,
north and then you went south.
We're at
and then you-
Kalua's.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
We're just
Oh.
outside of
Yes.
Kasula.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Boggs, do a a nature check.
Thank goodness, because that's survival. 17. Oh no, 17.
It's still big enough. So you feel just something in the earth changing. Almost like power is being drawn in different directions. Like you always had this sort of connection to like this energy.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's evenly distributed around here.
Okay.
But you feel it coming from your place and going into like the ocean.
Okay.
And that's what you feel, like in the direction of the ocean. That's all.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
It's alright, you don't have to do anything with it. You can just be experiencing that for a second.
Mood setting.
So I would say that maybe they want us to panic and try to put out the fire or something, or leave. Maybe now is the right time to strike.
I like that.
But strike at what? Because we can't get to them.
Are we striking the encampment, or are we striking people who are setting the fires?
Unfortunately, I think the fires have already been set. At least based on my limited knowledge. I mean, it's encroaching on us quite quickly.
Which means we can't get to the base. And none of them are here yet.
And then at this point you feel the energy shift from the ocean and then almost shoot underground in the direction of the fires.
Trimmers.
Just like whoosh.
Do we all feel this?
Water,
No, just he does right now.
Okay.
And that's where we're at right now.
I mean, can I see the fire?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it is in
The
game
amount
time
of
you
smoke,
have. Yeah.
it probably looks like afternoon now. Like it was morning and now the sun is being overshadowed
Yeah, it
by
is.
the smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Because
at
it's
this
also
point, there's
a very smoky fire if we're in wetlands. It's like
yes,
extremely,
Sure.
it's
extremely
dark
smoky.
and there's giant lizards running and away from the fire in this direction because they're like fuck, we gotta leave.
I'm gonna run towards where I felt the energy going.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you just take off running?
I'm just instinct kind
I'm
of. Yeah.
going off with them.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I guess I will also go.
I'm gonna saunter along.
I'm
Sure.
trusting this. I don't know what's happening.
I just
Opening
realized-
myself up to possibilities.
It's all good.
I'm thinking of the
Oh, God.
possibilities here of what you could, how you could.
Well, actually, that's
interpreted
kind of what happens a bit.
Just imagine 20,000 humans just instantly appear and are set on fire.
We're all wiped from the face of the earth.
Yeah. But what you see is actually, you know how you grew from or you watched your mom grow from the earth in plant form? The water within the earth before the fire could sap and dry it away. You just see humanoid shapes, but water just start emerging from the ground.
Are they in
and
the shape
Red.
of water?
it's water in the shape of people.
We're talking Capri Sun commercials.
Yes, actually,
alright, cool.
Capri Sun style from the earth.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm into it. I go and give one a high five. My hand just goes right through their hand.
It does, and they don't even acknowledge you as they just like throw themselves like at the fire.
So now we're very close to this fire then.
You are very close to this fire, but I mean, their humanoid shape, it's a huge ass fire. You asked for 20,000. So I'm going to say that they're going to be able to stop the fire from doing its course any further down to the village. So you bought yourself time, and they're also just like clearing a path along the side. So like, yes, the dirt path is free of fire, but there's like shitloads of fire on either side. She would have had to do like constitution checks to get there safely, but now because you asked for that, you're able to stop it from moving towards the village for at least a little while, and you can pass through north without having to do checks.
Cool. Let's go, Stripe. Think a person. We need to figure out our relationship. Yeah.
We also need to tell the villagers that they need to get out of this village because it stopped it for a little while, but like this fire's coming.
Yeah.
They're either coming with us or they're leaving in the opposite direction.
All right. I look at the 6th Dragonborn. Which one of you is the worst fighter?
Wait. Who follow? Which group are we talking about?
The 6-second fight. I point to the one that was in the machine and like hit me, like that one.
Yeah, and she's like,
you have the most important job. You're gonna have to go tell everybody to run.
which way?
South towards the water. The ocean?
Thought it was north towards the encampment.
So, north is Anscourt, south is towards the mountain and Inquisition.
Okay.
Well, neither then. West.
Boggs, you know how to get him there.
Yeah, tell them whichever. Where
you know what?
are we trying to get them to go?
You know, you could have them go by the shore maybe, until the fire kind of like does its course.
Oh, telling them. I thought you were asking where does the Dragonborns, like, give them directions to where the people are.
Oh, no,
that's
like,
what I thought.
Oh, sorry. I thought that you were like once they get there, like where are they going? Because this, you know,
the
would be
lighthouse.
to the what?
Lighthouse.
But that's in the what's it called? That's in the middle of where it's going to get forest fired if it runs its course.
By the ocean.
Two.
It's the only place I know by the ocean.
Okay.
The water.
I thought there was a big
Okay.
clearing around the White House.
It is, but it's near the road.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, you could just say by the ocean.
To the beach. Go have a beach day.
Okay.
Get some hot dogs.
Take your prized possessions.
All right. So, I'll let you as PCs choose who goes with you to the encampment
Okay.
of that.
For now, an ace.
Show.
Do it.
Let's just.
Well, and Warren, and as many fighters as we can bring with us.
Is Kasula coming?
Yeah, Kasula's coming.
Okay.
But do they have to go get these people?
Yeah, but they can probably catch up to you because you didn't run terribly far.
Yeah.
So they'll be a little bit behind you.
Can't I just find 30 minutes to sit down and take a nap?
Nope.
Why did I use stupid spell to get here faster?
I mean, it.
Kelly would have let me just get here just as fast if I just ran. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you were able to find it sooner than later because of that.
Yeah, no, you're
So.
right.
So we're taking the 6 Dragonborn. So for now, Ace, Fantastor,
Mhm.
and then the red shirts. I'm just gonna call them the red shirts.
Mhm.
And then Kahlua,
Mhm.
and then Warren.
Mhm.
What about Warren's papa? Not Warren's papa. Norbit's papa.
Norby.
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah, you could take him. I have to make so many character sheets. 1 second.
Who else?
How many is that?
Too many.
Okay, cool. We're good.
that's
We're Gucci.
Okay, 1 second. All right. So create your plan of attack on the encampment while I pull up those character
That's a good-
sheets.
Are we? So the burn down gate is going to be
Yeah.
facing south essentially.
Yeah. So you're going to get to the, like you're going to be approaching the gate side. You can go around, and you
Can we
will
check
be
the-
able to
if it shows
get
on
a.
the screen?
You can go around to the back if you want to, because they set the fire halfway, and the fire is not going in that direction, in the direction of
It
the
is-
encampment.
I checked it like 20 minutes ago.
But we just flipped it over.
I just flipped it. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh.
Go to the OBS.
Oh, to the OBS derp. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. Thank
Oh.
you. Cool. So
There we go.
So you know that the gate should be open because I burned it down, and it was open last evening, correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably not rebuilt. I think we storm the gate.
Storm the gate. I like the idea of storming the gate. I also like the idea of going through the
also-
receiving center.
Last night I might have set fire to the guard towers. I was kind of angry at you guys, and I took it out on.
What are the god towers?
the
Guard towers.
Oh, that guard.
That's a
Guard
good. That's
towers.
a good use of channeling your anger.
Yeah.
I know like
that works for me.
in any 12-step program they wouldn't advise that, but I think that was good. Good move.
Well, I didn't I just set the tops of them on fire, so I don't even know how useful. But that's just, I was thinking, I had the idea of like, oh, what if we took the god towers, but I destroyed them. So now we can't take the god towers and use them to fight.
I think a good idea is knowing what we know about the tanks and the positionality of them. I think going through the receiving center would be our best bet. Would get us closer to the tanks. They wouldn't have a clear sight on us with them. I think that just in general would be a good idea.
Do we want to split?
I don't.
Draw their attention to the front, and 2 or 3 of us sneak around to the back and take the tanks.
I mean, if you guys feel comfortable
I
doing
will
that.
say that they might be used to that strategy. We've already used it twice.
Yeah.
Well, just once, right?
Well, that's what I did last night again. As I set the god towers on fire and started shooting arrows at the gods in them. So that was basically attacking the gate to help you guys get out. Not to say that they wouldn't fall for it again. They seem to have fallen for it twice already. But that captain, he seemed quite intelligent. Begrudgingly, I say.
Okay. Well,
I do think morale is low, based on what I experienced yesterday. I think there might be an opportunity to scare many of them into, especially if like we were to kill the captain, we might be able to get them to surrender, which might be the best course of action.
I think I'd still be able to get in and do something.
I'm cool with going around back. That's what you guys think is best.
yeah, I think unless we want to try doing something stealthy and complicated, I think just the best course of action is go through the back, and work our way and either steal the tanks, dismantle them, whatever way we can,
The one, sorry.
and then focus attention on the captain.
Yeah, one of the nice things about that plan is if we come in through the receiving center, it's like, what are the tanks going to do? Start shooting at us, like, while we're inside the encampment? They're just going to hit their own buildings and
Yep.
things. So they're more useless in there. What happens if we see one there while we're going? What if they're patrolling with the tanks right now?
We're gonna have to deal with that as it comes up, but we've dealt with these tanks before. If it's just one, I'm sure we'll be able to incapacitate it, and it'll be helpful in
Sure.
taking over the encampment.
Or we'll just note, last time it seemed quite useful that I was able to pop into one of them with you. I don't have access to that anymore.
We'll make it work.
Alright.
We'll make it work. We're also a bigger force now. Also, the only thing we do need to be aware of is the acid spitting tanks.
Yes.
Those are going to be the biggest.
Looking at the Dragonborn, now I know this as a someone who knows a lot about Dungeons & Dragons. They often have resistances to certain damage types. Does it look like to Mags or to M that's the case?
I don't think that you would really know who's resistant to what.
No. Does it look like some of them might be resistant to some things? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, they have scales, so they probably are different than human skin. But I don't think you would like, oh yeah, that one could like take acid and not.
Yeah, or
be
take
worried.
fire or take ice. I was just okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. maybe if one of them would pipe up, but not. I don't know if that would be useful. I'll be right back.
I mean, the other thing is, like, they may not know themselves.
Exactly.
So.
Okay. I think that sounds like a pretty Gucci plan.
Let's go for it.
Okay. I'm going to say there's only 4 tanks because there's already way too much for me to keep track of as it is.
You said there were 3 tanks.
You did say there were only 3 if you want to get rid of one.
Do I, though? Wait,
Yeah.
why did I say 3 tanks?
Because you said there were 6 total. We've taken 1, and that
Yeah.
2 were on patrol. Which
Yeah,
would
but
be...
that was like 3 days ago.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So now
One of
one
them
is
could be
missing.
back.
yeah. So
Okay.
I'm just going to go 2 and 2 instead of 5.
Alright.
But yeah,
Gucci.
That works for me. I was expecting one last time.
sounds good.
Because we're taking them all.
Fair enough. So we're going to wait for Eric. But I'm going to do a perception. Everyone roll a perception check because the gate is down. Wow, Boggs. Things are looking great for you.
That was a dead roll. Did you see that?
I
It's
did.
going to be a 17.
Okay.
16.
Okay. So,
Let me
give
get rid
me 1 second.
of- Sorry, audio guy.
Okay, so these are each going to represent like a mob.
Okay.
So yellow are mobs of people. This big captain dude shouting orders. And then you have oh my god. Trying to like
Alright.
find my grays. 3.
So we're about to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough.
No, oh, no, here it is.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Would it be possible for you to put down a dice for me?
Sure. I'm gonna give you. Actually, no, you're different now. I'm gonna associate you with this color.
Okay.
But this is we'll get to
Those
that.
are the enemies, right? That are in there right
Yeah,
now. You
so-
just put me with Boggs then on the side.
Okay. So, just to catch you up, the yellow are mobs of people. So just know that it's like a group. Each one of these are maintenance working, getting ready. It looks like they're getting ready to like get the tanks going.
And red is the captain.
Yep.
Alright.
So that's what you're dealing with. And now I need.
What do you mean mobs of people?
How many? Ish.
Yeah.
35.
Approximately.
Well, there was like 40 when you left, so just imagine like 15 each.
Okay.
And we're talking like soldiers or like. Okay.
So, are we like
This
scouting
is like who.
right
This
now?
is who remains from who you
Oh,
fucked
did
up.
you scout this with your owl or something?
We
No,
were
we're
just
just-
told this information.
We made a perception check
Oh,
somehow and saw within.
alright.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
I
we're
mean,
like at the gate, like peeking our heads in, or like what
I
is
think
happening.
we're
But
with.
And now
Let's just
So-
assume that.
Warren.
Franz.
Yeah.
I know you are playing tricks on people.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a new spell. If people are in a small space,
Jack.
I can create this thing that hypnotizes them. And
Ace.
they just stop whatever they're doing as
I
long
like
as
that.
they're not attacked.
Okay.
Now, if we truly believe that the captain is the one we need to take out, we could try to hypnotize as many of them as possible, take out the captain while they're sleeping, and it
Mhm.
lasts about a minute, and then maybe the rest will wake up and be like, oh no, we're
Okay.
done.
I like that. Let's use
Oh.
it on the because we're going through the receiving center. If we use it
Mhm.
on the first grouping,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have all our compatriots, our allies, kind of take care of the mob in front of the captain, then we can focus all our efforts on taking down the captain.
Some things to note is that it's a large area, so we might be able to get a lot of them if we can somehow get their attention. It's 30 feet by 30 feet, 30-foot cube.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Let's see. What can I do?
I swear, if I put all these things ready to go, and you're able to make your way without doing any combat,
make it right. Okay, I can use minor illusion to maybe. Let's see.
Okay. So just to list who's with you. Wait. Okay. Jack, Warren, for now, Ace, Fantastor, and the religious Dragonborn are with you right now.
So there's
Real
8
possibility.
people who Kelly are playing and 1 that each of us are playing.
Yeah.
Do you want us
Well,
all to,
no, that's not including these fuckers.
Do you want us to like each play one of those?
That would be cool.
I can do Ace for now.
I'll take the religious fellow.
Okay, just so you know, she's not a huge fighter. Like, she does not look like
But she can cast some spells?
Yes.
Do you want to just shoot me a spell list? If you have one. If you don't, like if it's a copy paste thing, that's all.
Yeah, one sec.
But, oh, I can do Warren because he's a rogue.
Yeah, so why don't you take Warren and Ace?
Okay. Is Ace just a rogue, or what's his search?
He's a level 2 barbarian.
And they'll just move.
Okay.
We
He's
can roll
trying.
initiative and just keep their initiative. Or we can have the same initiative as whoever is on our thing.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
And
it everything
what I
streamlined.
can do is, if you wanted to just go on fast character generator,
Yeah.
so Warren's a level 7 rogue, Ace level 2 barbarian. Bahamut is the dragonborn religious person. She's a level 1 paladin. She just started.
I'll pick a random dragonborn. Paladin.
Which path of the barbarian?
Berserker.
The Zach.
He wants to be a rogue, but he's not there yet.
Okay.
Why don't you take for now? She's a level 5 druid.
Good.
And I will take who's left.
I
Jack.
don't even know if
Does
I'm gonna
Leia have
be a
any
character sheet,
extras?
That's what I am.
I can handle Jack.
I
Warren's a
also
human,
don't
right?
have a computer right now. to
Yeah.
bring that
Is he
stuff
an
up.
assassin?
I'm sorry.
Assassin?
And
Arcane
now-
trickster, actually.
Hopefully, I
Oh
don't.
boy. Level 7.
Oh, and then we have Fantastor. I'll be Fantastor as well. Forgot about my buddy there. Okay. We got this. Alright. So. What's the plan of attack?
You want?
Are we gonna go in the back?
I recommend we have them charge at us, and I'll try to do more spell, and we take out the captain while they're incapacitated. That's
But they
what-
can't. We can't be in combat for that spell to work, right?
We
Well, I
can
think
we
you
can
should
be in
hit them.
combat.
Okay.
It's just if they get attacked, or if a buddy sticks them, they'll get out of it. But otherwise, if it does a good job, hopefully there's a lot of them. Even if some don't resist the spell, they'll have to spend their time waking up others or attacking us.
Okay. Well, here's what we do. Do you just want to rush in, get that second mob over here, and then cast it?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. So, what's the receiving center looking like?
Do a perception check. Just do a perception check.
What's the distance between them right now?
I'm going to say
3,
for
6,
combat.
it's a little bit.
15.
Okay. You could tell like that everyone who's out is who's left.
Mhm.
So they've taken away the guards, the watch people, because they figured that you would be too busy with the fire at this point to do anything. So they're just hauling ass to get this ready,
Mhm.
not expecting an attack. I'm sorry. One more time.
Nothing. It doesn't matter. Just keep talking.
Okay.
I conjure my bone now, just so it's clear that it's in my hand.
So, pending any poor stealth checks, you can probably gather you can get a surprise round on them.
Alright. Well, let's make some poor self checks.
Everyone roll for the people that you're playing as well.
This is for me.
Do it. I'm sorry, we're doing
I rolled a
stealth checks?
23.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
I
that's not
rolled
good.
a 16.
Behemoth rolled a 7.
Sorry,
Okay.
again, this is stealth check?
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
A 17 and a... So 16, a 17, and what is your stealth? Another 17.
Have,
Okay.
For 3 of them.
Spells at level
I've
1.
got a 19 for me and a 16 for
useless.
Okay.
It has lay on hands.
Question:
It
Who
can
was the
heal
one that
5
rolled a
HP to somebody
7?
else. Huh?
Which one rolled a 7?
That was Behemoth.
Oh, okay. So enough people enough people were able to pass a stealth check that you can get a surprise round. Unfortunately, Bahamut was noticed, but that's all.
Okay.
Let's roll initiative.
What a dork.
Okay, so we're just rolling initiative once.
Yes.
That's a crit for 3 of them.
One, you're gonna roll for each.
Oh, for each? Okay.
So that was Franz.
Oh, really?
Another
Oh, yeah, so
What?
Legit. That's legit.
that's what I was saying before, is that it would be
Damn.
easier if we just did all our characters at once, rather. But if you want to do it,
Okay, you know what? So that's fine with me. Franz,
Warren and Ace.
Warren.
but yeah, like I said.
But
you
it was-
could be,
I got a
it's-
crit,
it's
a crit,
whatever
and a
you want.
No,
Jesus.
that's fine.
I'm sorry, I'm standing up.
2 sixes.
I don't
That's
think
what
I
we're
need
doing.
to.
No.
What'd you get?
2 sixes.
I rolled a 19.
Can I see it?
Okay.
Uh,
And that's
That's for just me and Behemoth. And Behemoth's just
That's
gonna
right.
stay
Bahamut.
back.
nice weighted die you got there.
what did you get?
I 21.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with these? It's actually.
I'm just going to say
Yes, no.
the dragon one I rolled takes half damage versus acid, which is quite fortunate.
Jesus. Jack, and now time for the. Oof. Almost done. Okay. First up,
Hi.
Franz, Warren, and Ace.
Okay, Warren's gonna start off by casting invisibility on himself.
Okay.
Can we establish where we are?
Yeah.
You are all, like, in general over here, so I'm going to say that you collectively are just...
Oh, I thought we canned through the receiving. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We're all on the receiving
I'm
end.
assuming we just all burst through the door.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm
So-
going to say at this point, like... Yeah, just whatever this is.
Don't forget me.
Sorry.
Okay. So Warren is going to cast invisibility on himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to. Which one's Warren?
Gray. D12.
Okay. So if he's here, he's going to dash.
Okay.
So
Oh, the bonus action
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60.
Yeah, bonus action dash.
And let me check his equipment.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
You went 45, 60.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. 55. Boom. Okay, he's going to attempt to hit.
Oh, wait, how?
You already used your action to cast invisibility.
Oh, that's right, I did.
Yeah.
So he's just chilling, invisible.
Yeah.
He can take an
Nice.
opportunity attack if the captain tries to move
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's in this situation right now.
and
Okay.
have advantage. And give you a sneak
So then
attack
you
on.
still got Franz and Ace.
Cool. Ace is going to which one's Ace?
What
He's the
number are you in
light
that
blue
order?
D6.
Okay, he is
somewhere near the beginning.
What'd you roll?
5,
17,
10,
21.
No,
15.
I only
He's going
I had
to
one,
attack
so.
Mm-hmm.
that guy. He's going to go into a rage.
Okay.
And you just hear him go. I don't know what dragonborn sound like.
They sound
Smell
like
like a-
They sound
murlocs.
exactly like that. They sound exactly like that. You've now made a canon.
Dragonborn are really just the murlocs of Dungeons and
That's right.
Dragons.
So good.
It's probably not going to hit, but that is going to be 13.
Not gonna do it.
He's like, oh, and then it doesn't work.
Spooks them though.
Okay.
Next up is Franz.
Okay, I am going to go. I'm just gonna attack the group.
Okay.
Sova is gonna collectively shit on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Please do.
I think with your what happens with this attack? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious. What's the mechanics of fighting this mob?
So the mechanics is, just imagine you're just running up to people and just doing a big old, like, slash. It's just general attacks. There's actual stats for mobs.
Yeah.
So essentially, like, you would just hit them like you would go after anything else.
Okay.
Just bear in mind, it's multiple people, so, like, it's not going to attack. It's going to attack on a single turn, but it's not a single person attacking.
Right.
So they have multiple targets?
They do have multiple attacks.
Are AoE effects, like the Dragonborn's breath weapons, going to be extra effective against the group?
It's going to hit it like it would hit a normal person.
Okay.
Like, rather than having 30 people, you just have a collective stat block.
24.
That will hit.
Boom and blade.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. That's 14. That's 19, 23, 28 damage.
Oof. Okay.
Nice.
And
That's
then
the D12 block.
Yep,
Right.
and then so booming blade.
You said 28. I'm sorry.
28 damage.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wish I had any group things.
Okay. Next up is Ash.
Cool. I had a plan, and I can only do one person at a time, which makes me sad. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Magic users. I used to have all this shit memorized.
What are you looking for?
Dissonant Whisper. I'm looking on the range of Dissonant Whisper is actually.
I think it's 120.
If it'll load 60 feet.
Oh,
60
not
feet.
bad.
Alright. In which case, I think I might even be too short to move my piece from where I am right now. Yes, I am.
What did
who
I
am
make
I?
you?
That is the question. Who am
I think I made you this.
Alright, that's fine. Can I just move like 20?
Oh wait, I didn't give you one. It's okay. I'll give you.
It's cool.
I'll give you.
You're not
this.
there at all.
Okay.
Which
Which direction? Because you're also going to get an opportunity attack if you try and like make it this way, but if you move along here, you could get past them. But then you're going to get an opportunity attack from this one.
Oh, shitty. Okay. In that case, am I within 60 feet of the captain from here?
5,
I
10,
was
15, 20,
just
25,
within
30,
60.
35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were running like kind of around stuff, and spells
Yeah.
go in a straight line
Yeah, so in which case, I'm just gonna do Dissonant Whisper
on the
Nice.
captain.
on this asshole. I'm gonna close the book. Which is... I'm playing a discordant melody, which now everyone can hear, so definitely not stealth.
What is the
Wisdom
idea?
saving throw against 16.
Oh, he crit failed.
So what does that do? Does it do anything? Anyway, it's 3d6 in any event.
I'm gonna
It
say
must
make
immediately use its reaction.
for what?
It says, on a failed save, it takes 3 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction. If available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's going to
Yeah. Sorry. Forgot about that particular part.
Oh, no.
get so many d6 on
He's
this
running
guy.
away, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
And then opportunity attack.
Here's what I'm going to say is because he crit failed, as he runs away, he's not going to get far because he's going to trip over his feet and fall prone.
That's
So-
great, because now he's running away and falling prone.
Yeah, so
Which
I'm
is the
gonna
whole
say
point
he
of doing
gets-
that.
I'm gonna say he gets 10 feet away, falls prone.
And then
You do your damage.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Cool.
And it's 9 damage from me.
Okay.
That's gonna be.
Does that get sneak attack?
Mm-hmm.
He was invisible.
And
That's why.
advantage. So that's 14, 19, 24, 28 damage.
Plus 28 plus 9.
It's 37.
Thank you.
Now he's no longer
Jesus Christ. Alright.
He's dead.
Oh,
rogues.
he's not. He's not.
Can I... actually have moved next to the blue d6. Is that acceptable, or is it too
Yeah,
late?
that's fine.
I
'Cause
want
I
to
guess
move
I could-
next to the d4.
Or you just like
Just like right next to the d4.
walking around
Okay.
strumming?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill a dude after this. It's gonna be great.
And next up is M.
So Behemoth is gonna go first, right? And she's this. Which one? Oh my.
Bahamut.
Which one is Bahamut?
This one. No, wait, sorry.
No, that's me, I guess.
This. Wait, fuck,
Just-
did I move?
I'm moving your jacket so it doesn't hit the microphone.
Oh,
Let-
So if you
so
feel
much.
that,
she's
just,
the,
Oh, I
she's
appreciate
the
know
purple
that.
D6, sorry.
All right, she's going to go here
Mm-hmm.
and shoot out her 30 feet of breath. 1,
Yep.
2, 3. It can hit all 3 of them because they're in a straight line.
Yep.
So they need to make dexterity saving throws.
This is gonna hit Leia.
It-
Ash.
It would appear to hit the other Dragonborn. I don't think there's a way. Yep, all caught in the area. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. That's too good to pass up.
Me?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do a dex save.
No, not Leia.
Yeah,
What?
It
Leia's
can-
the brown.
It's 5 feet.
I'm-
It's a 5 feet straight line, and Leia's
Yeah.
the orange one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So,
I have very high dex.
I thought that was the
So
other
the likelihood
Dragonborn, and I thought
is-
maybe
alright,
this.
mob fails. Gray D4
Probably.
passes.
What do I need to beat?
The DC is an 11, so you're
Oh
fine.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so fail, pass.
Do you want me to do what's his face? Ace.
He doesn't
Let's
get
start
hit. It's
the-
a
Oh, okay,
and that
cool, cool,
does
cool.
2d6 damage. So
Ooh, nice.
double six.
Double six.
so that's
Nice.
12
Okay,
damage,
1 second.
half damage to you,
That's okay.
and
I have plenty, so that's
So,
fine.
wait, D4,
And I think I might
12,
even have some heal from my fighterness.
12, God. Okay. Next up is.
oh, I haven't taken M's turn yet.
Yeah, so M.
We're still
So
also-
I'm going to step out
Yeah.
here, like
We
right
have so
there,
many people.
and I'm going
We
to,
literally
as a
brought all
free
the
action, I'm
people.
going to say, look, your captain doesn't even want to fight us. Kind of try to persuade them not to, and then I will
Uh-huh.
cast Hypnotic Pattern
Okay.
on a 30-foot cube. Would that be able to hit all 4 of these, do you
I don't
think?
know, you could count.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I would say that it's about 30 feet
It's
between
in
these
the
two.
syllabus,
So
yeah.
so
What are they?
Is it all creatures or all enemies?
all creatures. So
So Warren's gonna have.
Warren's going to have to try to save as well.
What's the save?
It's DC 16.
But what is the?
Oh, a charisma. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh, even worse.
Okay.
Okay.
Captain Nat 20s.
Oh!
That's fine.
D6
Poor Warren.
passes.
Poor Warren.
D4 fails.
16.
What happened to him?
And he has a plus 0.
Close, so
Um,
close.
1 second. Oh, the mob. I just want to check the charisma of the mob.
Whatever
Okay.
he did.
So
He
these
did what
2
he set out
fail,
to
these
do.
2 pass.
All
So
right.
what's the
So
conditions?
The ones who succeed, nothing bad happens. The ones who fail, they are charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
What if the creatures are immune to being charmed?
Then they don't get charmed, I suppose. Is that the mob?
No, the mob is charmed.
Oh, it's like there's an elf or something there.
But yeah,
um,
the D4 is not affected.
What
That's
about
okay.
the D4 is not? Perfect.
Yeah.
So just the mob, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
The whole
Um,
mob. That's
If
15
the
people.
spell ends, if the affected creature, if it takes damage, or if someone uses its action to shake them out of their stupor.
Okay.
Would a bonus action mage hand slap work?
Why would you want to do
That
that?
says
Warren.
for Warren.
Oh, that's up to the DM.
I would say yeah,
Okay,
like.
he's about to get
But the thing is,
slapped by us.
but he's invisible.
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
he
he
lost
attacked.
invisibility when he
Oh,
stabby
right.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
Stabby stabbed.
Damage game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Can I move behind Behemoth and not take an opportunity
Bahamut.
attack like this?
Yeah, you can move
Yeah,
through
it's-
friendly squares.
Like move like this way and not take an opportunity attack because I'm kind of moving behind my paladin friend.
No, it's still adjacent. The square is
Yeah.
still adjacent.
I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
How
One
many is
sec.
it though?
I assume it's,
It's
just
that
one
you can
because
only
she's
get one
saying
attack.
because like they're not
Okay.
making like a bunch of wisdom saves when I
Yeah.
do them with things, so I assume I just.
That's a 22, which I
They're
imagine.
rolling so well. Yes, that hits.
7. So that's 11 damage.
11
From
damage.
the opportunity attack.
As I get to about 30 feet away, I will use 2 of my healing lights to try to heal myself.
Bonus action?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
2 and a 1. Great.
Sounds great. We are
Okay.
at Fantastor, who is... What's he gonna do?
Man, that was a DC 16 and they're like all saved.
The mob is really the important one.
Yeah.
I hope.
He's going to
and then
cast...
we send our friend.
He's casting invisibility on himself. And then he... 5, 10, 15... No, he's not going to do that. Actually, he's invisible, so it won't occur. 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to do that. That's his turn. Next up is Jack.
It's beautiful.
What's he going to do?
Only 11 hit points.
He's going to move
That's
up
less cool.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to take 2 swings at this dude over here. First one hits, second one also hits, so let's just see what that is. Oof, 10, 15 for 19 damage on that D4. 1 second. Okay, and that D4 is not looking too great. Next up, we have the gray D4. And who's he gonna hit?
Oh, wait, a surprise round.
Are we in surprise round?
Oh yeah, you are.
I haven't gone yet.
It goes.
Jesus. Okay, so up next are those 4 people that don't get a turn. Next up is Boggs. Jesus. Sorry, it's been so long that
No
I forgot
worries.
there was a surprise round.
A surprise round, right?
Boggs is going to poison spray the mob.
Okay. Is that an area of effect or is that or is
That's
it a
good
target?
question. I think it's just a target.
Okay. Dex save?
Con save.
Okay. That is a nat 1.
Oh
This is going
yeah.
into dice
I feel like
prison.
they're either
No,
rolling
no,
really
no.
well or really shitty.
They've
What?
rolled really well, I think, on the whole, but they've just had 2 crit fails. But a
Yeah.
crit fail isn't any worse than just a
It's
regular
gonna be a
fail,
16 damage.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
It's still pretty awful.
Right? It's
The captain tripped and fell on his face earlier.
That's
so.
true.
Yeah. Like, it was a
That
nat
helped
1
him
though.
because
Like,
I wasn't going to use
Look at
my
that.
hypnotic
Well, I
pattern
guess that
there.
was crit,
I wanted
right?
to shoot him with my bow, but I
Because
got
they rolled
disadvantage
that
on
one.
the strikes.
Right.
I'm
Because
going to
he's
say
prone,
you're
so I
going to
kinda helped
get
him a little.
something extra and small. What's an extra
attack of
little thing that you would
opportunity
want to
on
do?
this side, That
Or
attack
have
of
happen. Like,
opportunity.
let's say if you
That's
wanted
true.
to
But
move
that was going
without
to
getting an
happen because you
opportunity
just
attack, if you wanted to do
regardless.
that.
You would,
I could
because
say you
you
could
had
move
to
right
run
through
away
them.
when he failed to save.
True,
Without
but now
initiative?
Corey can
Okay.
get to him. He didn't keep
Yeah.
up.
They're retching from the poison.
Yeah.
I guess
so I'm going to
it's-
say with
It's
that, you're able
debatable.
to move.
But
How you
But there's
would
good
like.
and bad.
All right.
You know, there's definitely. I can
And
see
so
what
now
you
the
mean. There's
screen
good
guy?
things about it.
Yep.
All right, she's gonna cast entangle.
Everything we do
Uh-huh.
is both positives and
Ooh, I
negatives.
like green.
Oh, cool.
Not true. There's some things that are purely positive.
Nice.
What is that?
It's
Entangle.
entangle. The points.
And that
Well,
is
thanks
a-
for not fucking me.
I like it. And now we are back at the top with Franz, Warren, and Ace.
Okay, Ace is gonna. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay,
Nice.
so you do 1d. I have not used a d12 in forever.
I love using D12s.
It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 9 damage.
What
Oh no,
weapon-
sorry, that's gonna be
what weapon
11
is a
damage. I
D12
forgot that
damage?
he's in a rage.
Yeah, Ace gets his
barbarian
first kill.
Weapons.
Oh my god.
There are a couple of
Is he
Um,
bloodthirsty?
Yeah.
He's
I know there's a
totally
bunch
blood.
that
He's
do
in a
2d6.
rage. I'm going
I
to
prefer
imagine that I
2d6,
have
you
2
know, you
mage
don't have,
hands
like, a
with my
one.
rogue.
You're more
Uh-huh.
likely
He's
to
gonna
It's
just
more
just
likely you're
you just see a
guaranteed
mage
a
hand in
minimum
front of
of
Ace
2.
going, "You got a bud."
And
Nice.
the
I
numbers are
dig
much
it.
more favorable for you,
But-
like a 6, 7, or
so-
8 than like you're not like
Sorry, hold on,
2 or
just a second.
3
Sorry,
either.
they're supposed to make a strength save when I cast, and then
Okay.
they can use their action to do it.
Okay, so let's do that save before we move forward.
Yeah, I was gonna let it go
Um,
and just till their next action.
So, the white one gets...
Be a
1 second.
15 is the spell as the save.
Okay, that first white one saves.
Oh, did we murder
that's
somebody
not-
already?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that the mechanics
D6
are not very
saves.
strong.
Pearl saves.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
I re-rolled it. It was like cocked on 16, so like I wasn't trying to like be a douchebag.
No worries. All right.
Like,
But yeah,
probably
they all
took
save.
12 damage from that fire breath.
That was
So-
good
or
rolls on
acid
all of
breath.
them, though.
Franz is going to attack the d4.
Okay.
So he's gonna poop on him. Does a 26 hit?
Yes, it does.
Is that an acid
You
tank?
asked that as if like you don't know. It's
Well,
hidden.
you know, booming blade.
Is that an acid tank, Kelly?
A
The
what?
one I'm standing in front of?
These are the acid tanks. These are the cannon tanks.
17.
Now when you say acid tanks, I'm
22,
thinking
27
about, like,
damage?
a bot of
I'm sorry?
acid.
27 damage.
I'm like, oh no, there's massive
you
acid just
knock
lying
him
around.
prone.
Like,
Just
This is
You
how
knock
you
him
get
prone?
Batman
Yes.
villains.
Cool. And then I'm going to Mage Hand
where's the
slap.
Joker?
Warren.
Looking
Do you want me
at
to do
the
like a
walls.
check for that?
No, you could just bonus action that.
Okay.
And he is now.
Cool. He's like, I'm like, keep up, old man. I can't fall asleep in the battlefield.
Nice.
And then he is going to go and attack the prone.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Warden,
advantage and
Yep.
Advantage on a
sneak
rogue.
I think I'm gonna
Is
try and get into
dangerous.
this tank and just turn around and hit a mom. I think that is my next plan.
Remember that the one on the left
does
is hypnotized for a full
18
minute.
hit.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was
it
thinking the one
does.
behind me because that's the easiest from where I'm at right now.
Man,
Chuki.
hypnotized pattern is like a real definition of like a fail or save or die kind of thing, because like it is like a pure minute unless you get shaken out of it or take damage.
4 damage.
The only thing is that I have to
24?
maintain
Yep.
concentration.
Gotcha. So you can't get, well, you could get hit, but then you have to roll.
Yeah.
That's 61
cool. Maybe
ouches
I'll just try
total
to-
on this guy.
Blow up other tanks or blow up people? That's the question.
All right. So
That's
he
what I'm
Ace
gonna
Warren
be doing.
Franz. So
Well, I'm
now it's
trying to-
Ash.
Yeah, he's an individual person.
Ash, what are you doing?
Ash, what am I doing?
Mhm.
I'm getting into the tank in front of me.
Okay.
I think that'll probably take up my whole action. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna shoot behind me to the mob.
I'm going to say it's going to take a whole everything to get in, but if you wanted to turn in the direction, because right now it's facing that way, so I'll let you turn the tank in the direction that you want it to be.
Yes, that's totally great.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
So you got that.
I like how you just turn the dice.
Sorry.
But it's kind of like there's not really a direction, so it's kind of like you didn't do
I
anything.
know.
No, but now I can't
But-
read the number on the top, right? Like it's facing away from me, so that's good.
So next up is M and Bahamut.
Alright, so Bahamut is going to just attack the mob right in front of her with her long sword, so it's a +5 to hit. And it's 7, I don't think that's going to do it.
Nope.
And then I'm going to... Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but if they're prone, they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Who's prone?
The captain.
Yes.
Okay, then I will cast... I'm going to keep moving, keep trying to get closer, so 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 approximately. And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him, so that he has to make a dex save throw with disadvantage.
Well, he had disadvantage.
Oh, why didn't I
'cause-
cast Create Bonfire? That would have been
Oh.
smarter. It would have been sitting there on top of it. Anyways, I didn't do that.
Okay, so he failed his dex save.
Okay, so that's 2d8 radiant damage. That's an 11.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is you had Bahamut go, so next up is Fantastor. Where is he at right now? Okay. He is going to spend his action getting into this tank.
Hell fucking yeah.
He's gotta roll a
Banana.
strength check.
Who does?
What?
Oh, he just walked into the.
Yeah,
tank.
but
Oh, he's in the tank.
Yeah.
And the dude is
all
prone
right.
too. So.
Yeah. And also, isn't it just difficult terrain when you're not in there? It's just if you have it cast on you, you do a strength check?
No, as soon as you enter in
Oh.
to whatever is covered in the stuff.
They turn the ground into air.
I mean,
yeah, so I guess maybe
no,
it's
you
just
don't-
difficult terrain then. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
like
just so it's
grasp
half
them
movement
anymore.
through.
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
he gets in the tank. Next up is Jack. What's he gonna do? He's gonna move over here and pick off this one. And he's gonna roll twice. Because he gets to do that. Whiffs the first time. Whiffs the second time. Fuck you, Jack. Next up is the white D4. Who is going to get in the tank. So, y'all, they could get in
So-
tanks too.
I have a
They
question
can.
just about the tanks in general.
Yep.
Like when we fought the tank the last time, they It took like 3 people to man it, and these all have like just 1 person in them.
I'm
It
only
didn't-
shooting. I'm not on control.
Yeah, I'm just
It
wondering
didn't
how that
take
affects.
3 people.
Okay.
They just had 3 people
All
in
right.
it.
I didn't fully understand how it works. I'm just trying to ask for Megs. Is she worried when she sees 1 person get into a tank? As though
I mean, I don't know whether or not she'd be worried or not, but above table, it does not take 3 people to man this.
but I
so-
think that.
Yeah.
I have no reason not to think that.
Yeah. Okay. Next is the Pearl D6, who is tank.
Tank. World of Tanks.
Acid
right here.
tanks.
And I'm
So
going
we
to say,
have 2
yeah.
and they have 2.
Yeah, but they have
Yes.
both acid tanks.
Yeah, they got the good ones.
But they're also in front of our big boomy tanks.
Yeah, but if they throw acid on our big boomy tanks.
Next up is
They have to turn
the
around though.
Mob
No, they have a radius.
D20.
So they are just. They don't do
shit.
anything. They don't do anything.
They're incapacitated.
They're incapacitated.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm
and,
sorry.
And there's not a roll or anything. It's just a full minute
Yep.
until
Okay.
unless I lose concentration on the spell.
Yep. Well, here. No kidding.
They all
next
attack
up
you.
is- next up is Boggs.
Bugs. Kill some bitches, yo.
What's going on
And
with
then
that?
I just
Sorry.
above table, you hear the door slam and then like a so like they lock the door. So I didn't want you to waste a turn or action like thinking you could just like go in and pop it open.
Mhm.
So
That's fine.
These tanks, they have slots like
so the first one has like a cyclops visor. The second one you can't see, like it appears to be just straight up metal, and then
you mean the poison ones
the poison ones.
or the acid or whatever. It looks like there's no way to get anything inside.
The way inside, just because you saw it is from the bottom. You don't know how the navigation system works, so because you can't see like windows or anything like you can with this one.
What I'm trying to decide is if it's possible to get an attack inside from the outside.
Unless you're able to cast a spell that doesn't require sight in these 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's no slots like there was in the other one.
Not
to
in
see?
the other ones.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go back to. What?
Nothing.
Are you about to?
I
You're about to
can't.
do that, dude?
Yeah, that's
Well,
total.
You can
I
take
will-
care of that
metagaming,
D4.
so-
I would think that while they have the better tanks for taking out people on the ground, we
Sure.
have the better tanks for taking out tanks.
I think.
Yeah,
I'm
and they're
gonna
in
go
front
with the
of
D4.
our 2 big boomy tanks.
The
Yeah.
D4 is the bad guy, right?
Yeah, he's prone.
Where are you?
Uh,
Oh yeah, sorry, I couldn't see the D4 because I have this
I
in
got
the
ya.
way. I was like, what?
Yes, the D4, and he's.
All right, I'm gonna do
D4 is looking
an old
not
poison
great.
spray again.
Okay,
That's a con check.
And
that's not gonna do it.
18.
You murder him.
Damn.
How does
Suck it.
Boggs feel?
Murder.
Fucking righteous
Nice.
in every
Mhm.
sense of the word.
It's for now's turn.
These are all good guys. Bad guy, good guy, good guy, good guy, good guy.
Yeah.
Bad guy, bad guy, dead guy.
Yeah. Bad.
Yellows
Sorry.
are mobs. So there are 15 people you said?
Sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He, for now is going to recast,
Mm-hmm.
not entrapment, entangle.
Oh.
You don't hand me that green.
On the tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead, it's gonna go like that
Okay.
area, not there.
I'm going to say the tank doesn't have to make a strength saving throw, but you are going to have their quarter their movement, pretty much. So they can either turn or move at this point.
Okay.
should I stay or should I go?
And that's
Okay.
it for me.
All right. Next up is the captain, who stands up,
Alright.
and then he's going to make an attack at Warren.
Does that incur an attack of opportunity standing up?
No.
No, it's just leaving the.
I think it does. And there's a there's a feat you can take called Sentinel.
Okay, so first one's a 12.
Nope.
Does that hit
It,
one?
it
Nope.
increases opportunity attacks in a lot of ways. Let's see.
Well, the
it.
second one is a 27, so that's gonna hit.
No, it doesn't actually. It has a 28 AC.
No, he doesn't. And then the third one is a 26, so I
He
imagine he hits
attacks?
twice.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
he does.
That's not good.
He's got a lot of health though.
Crikey.
Yep. So that's 10 plus. Okay. 16 on Warren.
Okay. I wish there was a way to
Points of
like
ouch.
work on this fast character sheet. But yeah, 16.
Yep, I know, if only. And then he takes a big breath.
No.
And
Oh,
second
what
one
is
hit.
he? Oh God.
And he looks a little bit better.
Oh fuck, he's a fighter.
Yes, he is. All right. And then next up is the mob. First, have Bahamut make a strength saving throw.
Eric.
Sorry.
Bahamut.
Bahamut?
Strength saving.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 16 plus. They're a paladin. Do they have the
Yeah,
proficiency?
She's fine.
Nope, just plus 3. 16. All right.
She is not grappled, but then you just see a bunch of like people just like kind of wailing.
Okay, she has an AC of 18.
Sure thing. First one probably doesn't get it. That is, yeah, that's a 14, and the second attack is a nat 1. So I'm going to say if she wants to disengage
Yes, she does.
and move, she could get 10 feet away with that nat 1.
She moves towards Boggs.
All right. I think we're back at the top. We
Cool.
are back at the top. Franz, what do you do?
Well, Franz is not going to do anything quite this second because our golden boy over here is going to try to attack the mob.
Nice.
That's not going to do it. I'm assuming an 11 does nothing.
It does not.
He goes.
He was excited over his first kill and got a little overzealous.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so I can get right there if I move Warren. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Warren is just gonna go right there. So make room for me because he knows this apparently.
To be fair,
He was, like, halfway in
you don't
between,
fully
yeah.
take up that 5 feet of space, right?
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
I
just-
know. So, and then I'm gonna move all the way over here, and I'm gonna try to hit this. Warren's gonna try hitting him first, but he no longer has advantage. So whatever. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Okay, Warren biffs it. Sova's like gonna help me. I think she's out of poop, but she's gonna balk. And I'm gonna try to hit El Capitano. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Dope. Booming blade.
Jesus, the amount of d6s.
10, 15, 18, 25.
All right.
And I'm like, boom!
Nice, and he's been boomed.
Yeah, he's been effectively boomed.
Okay.
And I'm like, Warren, show up, bro.
I'll come up with something clever eventually. So Ash, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm actually gonna swivel back around
Totally fine. I'm not gonna.
and I'm
I love
gonna pew pew pew.
Okay.
However I do that.
You
Is it a
you know how to
tackle?
use a.
Like I don't know what I'm doing really.
So
so
you're
much.
just going to do a straight D20 roll. Because I don't think you would really have any proficiency in this, but you know how to like hit a button once it looks like you're close.
I mean, what would it be? What would it fall under?
Well, what's
Animal handling.
Animal handling. I
It's
rolled
like
a-
machinery, so.
Oh, okay.
Do you have proficiency in vehicles?
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh. No, 12.
Okay, that does hit it with the thing.
I mean, it's
like,
very close. Like,
yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
I'm within 5 feet of this other tank.
Roll 3d10.
Oh!
That's beautiful.
Yep. Like I want to say like with hitting it with normal stuff is not going to damage it with 12, but like you just
Right.
had to whiff it in order to not hit this thing.
Oh,
That's
sad.
pretty good.
12.
You got a 10 at least, but the double one is
That's sad.
unfortunate.
Okay, that's a d6 tank.
Boggs, are you hurt?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, next up is M.
So
And Bahamut.
I'm just gonna have Bahamut come over here to me
Mm-hmm.
and lay on hands and give me 5. She has
No, I know.
11 HP. She's not going to run up and attack a tank.
Yeah.
And this is one of the few useful things she can do because she doesn't have spell casting.
Yeah.
So and then it's my turn, and I counted it out, and I think if I take this diagonal, it's 30 feet of movement to get here.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action. Let's two-hand this. I'll make a great sword. Oh no, maul. A giant maul. And I was going to take 2 attacks on the captain there.
Okay.
So neither of them are very good. But the +9 is still +9, so a 15 and an 18.
18 hits.
All right. That'll be 8 + 6, 14 damage as I
Okay.
swing my maul. Whatever a maul is.
Sounds good.
I've
He's
got
still
the Mall
up.
of America right here. The full force of the consumerism of America.
Should do way more than 2d6 damage.
All right. Next up is Fantastor. What is he gonna do? One second. I gotta pull up his goddamn thing.
I'm gonna
There
go
he
ahead and last real quick since I have gone in this beautiful.
You got some time.
Oh, I know what the fuck he's gonna do. He's gonna wail on that button and hit the tank. Oh, he whiffs it though. I will say he takes out a guard tower just because I would like the. You took out one, the second one.
Does the
done.
rubble hit the tanks? No, I'm
No.
just kidding.
And from like within the tank here. And then next up is Jack.
You don't know Jack?
What's Jack gonna do? I feel like he would try and do something clever, but
He's only as clever as you are.
I know. I'm just trying to think.
A good idea is maybe help our golden boy, take on that mob.
Yeah, I guess so. I was trying to think of the needle nose. Actually, you know what? No, I think because he's like a military guy, and I feel like he'd be too smart to not have this like happen. So what he's going to do, you just see him go around here, and that's it.
Interesting.
And next up is the white D4.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well that's gonna suck for Jack. Who's going to make an attack? Wait.
Get Indiana Jones it. Stick a rock in there.
Well, he misses actually. Thank God. You see the tank just do like a little like lurch forward almost because it can't really do anything.
Yeah.
It can't really move. And then you hear like this like whirring sound and like this gurgling.
Yeah.
And you expect to see acid go everywhere. But instead it just kind of drips like lamely in a pool.
I hear from the back. I get performance anxiety too.
God damn it. And next up is the Pearl D6. I want to say, like, I'm not going to say what Jack did, but just know that he saved his bacon, his own bacon. And this one is going to turn in his direction.
How creaky.
Yeah. And
Pretty
he's
creaky.
going to make an attack with the acid. Wow. That is
Jack.
beautiful. Jack is just like, he ducks and like, so you saw like a pool of like acid just kind of go like down here, but this one just like, like the that one fucking dinosaur from the first Jurassic Park.
The
Yeah.
spitter.
Like, yeah, but just like worse.
It's not as
And
dinosaur.
Jack ducks just in time to avoid it, but you see like this wall, it's not there anymore. Like
Wow.
immediately.
This is some potent acid.
Yes,
We
it
got some-
is.
We got Newman.
D20 mob out of commission. Boggs, you're up.
Boggs is up.
I should not have got into melee range with the captain. Anyways, Fox.
Boy, I've been having really good luck with this poison spray. There's just no one else to poison spray.
There's the mob.
Well,
I don't want to tell you what to do, but do you know the spell
Shatter. You could get that inside the tank, maybe. I don't know.
Shatter.
You could aim your
I don't know.
thorn whip through the slit.
There's no slit on the acid ones. That's what Kelly was
Yeah.
saying. She's like, oh, I saw my oversight from the last.
Oh, no,
encounter."
that was- it was-
I know. I'm just making fun of you.
Is anybody hurt?
No, not really.
Warren.
Warren is
Yeah.
hit.
Oh, but he's way over there. Yeah.
You're within distance.
For a healing word, which isn't maybe
yeah.
maybe the way he wants to use a spell slot right now.
I mean, he's gonna be fine.
Let's take out this mob.
Sounds good.
That's gonna be a poison spray, so a con save.
That's a 13.
It misses. I mean, sorry, it fails.
Fails,
Yeah. That's a 3.
Wow.
That was terrible.
For now?
For now, is going to thorn whip the mob.
Okay.
She misses.
She tries. It goes like,
I tried so
Yeah.
hard.
goes right over them.
got
Okay,
so
next up
far.
is the captain, who is going to make his attacks at Franz this time.
Okay.
Misses the first time. That's a 23
Ouch.
second time, and a not natural 20 on the third time.
What do I want to do?
I don't know.
Well, I guess like as a reaction, I'll shield one of them.
You mean uncanny
Alright.
dodge?
Oh, I do
Oh.
have uncanny dodge. I'm going to, as a reaction,
Mhm.
cast shield on myself, which gives my AC up to 22. So the unnatural 20 hit no longer hits me,
Okay,
but the 23 hits me.
okay.
You can't
Oh.
uncanny dodge then.
No, but
Yeah.
But this is better to just avoid one attack.
Okay, you know, what, the first one was 8. Okay.
okay, 8
So.
damage. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a lot
D12
better.
mob is up next. Boggs, make a strength saving throw.
Sorry, did you say bugs?
Mhm.
It's a 4.
You are grappled by them. They now have advantage on their attacks.
Oh no!
Okay. So
From
first
10 feet
one-
away? Sorry, from 10 feet away?
I thought you were 5 feet. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm trying to be 10 feet away.
Well, okay, yeah, that's fine. Ignore me.
Okay.
So then ignore that. So that's 11. So there's a 15 hit you.
Yeah, no, yes. Sorry.
Okay. 1 second.
I was confused.
13 damage.
God.
They just wallop you. They're a mob and they're mad.
Fair.
Next up, Franz.
Cool. It's gonna start with Ace trying to hit the mob.
Okay.
That's finally gonna hit. I'm assuming a 25 hits.
Yep.
He's like, hell yeah, boy. D12. That is 11 plus 3, so that is 14. Oh, he will hit. 16 damage.
He I think he like jumps in the middle and then just starts like
Yep.
wailing away at them. So that mob is no more.
The whole
Oh,
mob is
no.
gone.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You see double mage hand appear in front of them.
Nice.
He's like,
I mean, they do have a high HP, so they took 80 damage.
cool.
So it's just a lot.
Yeah, that was from... No, sorry. more than
Warren is going to try and grapple the captain.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes.
Strength contest.
How
Yep.
hurt does the captain look?
He's looking pretty hurt.
Ouch.
Nope.
Was that a nat 1?
Nope. It was 8.
Okay. Yeah, he rolls a not natural 20. So.
And Warren's like, well, tried.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna attack with Franz Booming Blade. Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit.
Nice.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Just let me know the damage when you're done.
Yep. Where is my other?
You need a calculator?
Is it
Yeah, actually.
Oh, it's Ash's turn. Why don't
You can
do we
do it
want to
for
do Ash's turn while this is happening?
Yeah.
Well, there's. Would his thing affect?
I'm just trying to kill the dude in front of me again.
Okay, so then yeah, fire. So
Fire at will.
here's the thing: it takes an action to load, so you can crash into them if you'd like to do some like bludgeoning damage.
Sure. Can I
but-
try to like maneuver this tank to like stop the other one from being able to move?
What I would say is like you could quickly like put something on the pedal to make it lurch forward while you load it, but you'll have to make like a dex saving throw once it hits to see if you could load it while it's hitting.
No, I'm talking about
sorry.
driving my tank forward to make it so the other one can't move. Like, right? So, like, hitting it in a way that, like, stops it from being able to go anywhere.
Pinning it.
Yeah, somehow.
I mean, there's a person in front of you, like you would need to have someone else in front to stop them from moving forward. You could stop them from moving backwards. And their movement is, like, quartered at this point. So, last time they could only turn. And I was going to say, the first time they could only turn just to, like, tear up the ground a little bit. Now they can only move, like, 10 feet anyway, but...
Yeah, I guess I will attempt to load this. Is that going to be a dexterity roll to see
Wait.
if I can load it and drive at the same time?
You could only go forward and do that. So what I'm saying is if you wanted to have it crash into the other thing and load, you're going to have to do a dexterity saving throw and pass a 12 to load the...
Okay, I can take that. I'll take
Okay.
that risk.
Yep.
I rolled a 9, and that is a 13.
Okay, so you're able to do that. Roll 2d10 bludgeoning damage against the thing.
Ones all the time. 7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did you get the damage?
Too.
You murder the captain.
So the way I'm imagining it is like Warren tries to like grab him by the arm.
Mm-hmm.
The captain slips out, and when he slips out, it just like perfectly meets
Nice.
my rapier.
And Warren
Love it.
immediately goes, I planned that.
Bullshit!
Next up is M.
Did you lock the tank that you got into?
No.
So, Behemoth is going to run and get into the tank.
That's with Fantastor, but he
Oh.
definitely did not.
All right.
He
Whichever
definitely
one.
did not.
It's fine.
And so she's
Yeah.
just like, "What do you need me to do?"
And he's like, load a cannon!
She'll try to load the cannon. Should you make an intelligence check?
Yeah, because I don't think that she really dealt with this. But with advantage because the Fantastor has been around. No, he has not, so never mind. But
it's
figure
a.
it out.
Oh,
She's being guided by
She
her.
has a 14.
Okay, yeah, she figures out how to load it.
All right.
So it is
and
loaded
the captain
and
is
ready for-
gone. So my purposes are kind of.
Cool.
Okay, so I
I
can't.
feel like they need to do a morale check.
So
to,
the
like,
only
run
so
away.
the only enemies alive right now are the ones in the tanks and then that mob, right?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yeah, because this mob is done. Sorry.
Okay. And I can't see them, so I can't cast Sacred Flame because that requires sight. And I don't have any spell slots left. Is Minor Illusion a concentration spell? Does anyone know that off the top of their head?
No.
It is not. Okay. So, can I tell where they can see out of those tanks by a quick look?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Can I tell how they see out of those tanks then?
You could do an investigation check.
9 plus 3, so 12. Oh, 4, 13.
What's it? Okay. You can tell that it's something magical that's letting them see out.
Rats.
So.
Atop the tank, I'm going to conjure an image of a bugbear, like striking down and like
Can
attacking.
Minor Illusion do a
I don't
bugbear?
think it's
It
a
could do-
5
It's a
feet.
5 foot square.
Yeah.
5 foot square.
So,
And then I'm going
above
to
there, bending over to
actually
shot
just
something, yes.
go here
Okay.
because
Hump
as
back
long as
bugbear.
I can maintain concentration,
You know, it's just
they're
able to,
out.
like,
So I'm just trying
I
to
don't know.
hold
Yeah.
there because I can't really do much right now.
Okay. Is there any roll you'd want me to make, like a deception check? or
They're going to
anything?
have to do an insight check on it once you.
Okay. Against my deception?
No, I think
Okay.
it should have a
You
spell
have-
save.
Oh,
Yeah.
16. Well, it's minor illusion. It doesn't have like a...
Yeah, but there's an
Oh,
investigation.
investigation check if it succeeds. Yeah, yeah. So 16 is the DC. I'm sorry. Keep going. I don't want to delay anymore.
What was I gonna
It's
say?
okay. I delayed earlier with this noise. but
Fantastor's up.
It happens.
He's going to fire away at the tank in front of him. It's not gonna do it.
He's 5 feet away.
Does
He rolled a 4.
Does he, I mean, I want to ask if he has advantage because the.
But where does it
looking at
hit?
is it
Because it hits
aiding,
somewhere.
But it's not really.
So my question is, what does it
It
hit?
just goes soaring, and you don't see where it hits. Like it goes.
I'm like looking at this
Sorry.
like, what did you do?
and it goes
to
through. He's
make
like,
that
God
happen?"
damn it.
That's but he meant like, oh come on, I could do a better job than that.
No. It is Jack's turn. And he's going to run over here and do the same thing that he did last time, which you can't tell. And the white D4 is going to...
Is Jack a farmer or is
Turn.
that one of the Dragonborn?
He's ex-military.
Ex-military Dragonborn or ex?
No, he's
okay.
Jack's the asshole to his mute son.
Oh, so am I seeing what he's doing? Because I'm
because
behind.
you're behind a
Well, I wasn't
literal
there
wall
before
of stuff.
though. It's okay. That's all right.
And then they jerk forward to try and impale the thingy. Let's see if they get it. That's a 19. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Because it's a needle nose that's piercing through the thing.
Oh, motherfucks.
So.
God damn it, I gotta get out of here right now with that acid bullshit.
Well,
Shit.
make it...
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
pretty good.
20.
Okay. You're just gonna get half damage from, like, the glass shattering, pretty much. So that is 3 damage. Make
deal.
a perception check.
Oof.
Ooh.
It's a 7.
If it's not in the green, it doesn't count.
Unless
Unless it's a good roll.
It's still 14? 13?
Okay, with that,
So
you
it could be worse.
you could tell that he did something to like gunk up the inside, so it's just dripping out. So like it's the floor is lava type situation,
Great.
but it's not going
But
to
it's
hit
acid.
you.
But it's acid?
Yeah.
Great.
And acid does get in the thing. So what I'm going to say is, every time you stay here and you want to move around in here,
Yeah.
dex saving throw if you want to get out. But like you could stand on the,
Standing on the chair like,
Yeah.
God damn it!
So do with that what you will.
Alright.
Pearl D6 is up next.
But it can't fire.
That's the one with the bugbear
That's
on
the
top of the
important thing,
tank.
right?
Oh yeah, they're
Right.
going to have to make an insight check.
Can
That's
it-
a 19 on the die, so
Oh, well.
they know that you're.
Do they have a -4 to their intelligence,
No.
perhaps? Are these
they're
foxes?
going to go for Jack, and that's going to be a 14, which does not hit him. Thank God. And next up is the mob, which is charmed. Next up is Boggs.
Well, I don't fucking know.
Oh my god, I can change the form into the captain.
You could?
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on the D4
Okay.
tank.
He was kind of killed off to the side where no one could
That
see
is
him.
a shit. I can't remember. I think it's a
You
con
see these
save.
two rogues arguing with each other.
It's funny, Franz, we're just so useless right now. It's
Yeah,
just tanks.
con save.
Okay.
This is what real war
That's
is
a
like.
1.
Oh yeah.
So pick an
Where's
extra
my
thing.
RPG?
2d10. That is
There you go.
15 damage.
And to the white or the...
The white, I think. The D4.
Okay.
I can't. It's a weird reflection.
So what was the total?
15.
Something happens, but you can't see inside. So then for now is up.
She's going to take my lead and cast Moonbeam
On the same one?
on the other one,
Okay.
on the D6.
That's a 17 on the die, so
Yeah.
they dex it, but that's half damage.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's 4 damage.
Okay. Alright, back to the top with Franz.
Cool. Warren's gonna cast invisibility again.
Mm-hmm.
And what am I gonna do? 5. Oh no. 10, 15. He's gonna climb on top of the tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try
He
to.
sees an illusion of a bugbear standing on top of the tank.
He's fine. He's invisible. He's gonna try to open the hatch.
There's no hatch up top.
How do they get inside?
Underneath. He would have had recon to know. So
Yeah,
he's going to have to spend his action lockpicking to get inside.
That's fine.
So.
Well, I mean, he uses action to cast invisibility.
He's gonna chill underneath.
Yeah,
He could bonus action.
yeah, bonus action.
Do that.
He has a plus 10 sleight of hand. It's gonna be 14.
That's not gonna be good enough. So next you got you and Ace.
But you are under the tank now.
Yeah, which is a lot better. Would Ace know to go underneath?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like you could shout at him to follow or something, but
Yeah. I'm gonna shout, Ace! Get underneath the tank! Open the hatch.
do an intelligence check for Ace.
Okay. Oh, I say I'm on the wrong one. Oh boy.
Oh, sad. Oh.
Nope, 5.
He tries to open up this one.
That's fine.
Underneath?
There's no way to open it up. He's just under there trying to open it
There's
up.
currently acid eating through the bottom of that.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
But you don't.
Well, he said to go under the tank and open the hatch, so he went to the first tank that was there.
And I
A
am...
straight idiot.
Ash, you're up.
It's my turn.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Fuck, I can't even really do anything. Except maybe use your plan.
What, disguise yourself as
Yeah.
the captain? Do it.
Oh, disguise self.
I'm gonna disguise self as the captain. And then, like, I don't know, kick the body away.
Mm-hmm.
He died in that alley back there.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is in an alley, so.
Did he have, like, a whistle or anything on him?
Do a perception check.
Well, it's gonna be an 11.
You can't tell.
Okay.
Because bear in mind, you're doing all this stuff and, like, you're checking, so, like, you...
Anyways, I step out and I look really regal. And I'm like, men, stand down! We've lost the battle today!
Do a, I want you to do a, what's it called? Deception check.
Okay. Oh, luck point. Luck point. Well,
I know what he sounds like.
It's nat 20.
Oh. 12.
Yep.
I
They,
have +8 to deception.
they,
Right? Both of us are just
And
Wouldn't
in,
matter.
and in Changeling
Yeah.
4, I have advantage on it, but it's okay.
You guys could do a V for Vendetta.
I could probably beat their net 20 if
comedy shot.
At least
and
in
also
I
come
could
back
probably go
out
like
as the
this,
captain.
but
that would be great.
Ash, you're up.
That's just.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna. Can I try and shoot the snake in front of me while,
Oh,
and then also get out of it?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Could use the freaking ring last turn.
All right. 19.
And then I could see the tank and set them all
yeah.
on fire.
So you
Instead,
are able
if I
to
use
hit
it this turn,
them.
it's still in action.
All right. Is it still 3d10?
Yep.
All right. So that is a 16.
Okay.
And then I also want to try to get out, but I don't know if I can do both things.
You could do your dex check to get out.
Okay.
Without getting any acid ouches.
15.
Okay, you're able to get out, because it's like you just stand on and you lift the hatch.
You open the hatch, jump
haven't
down,
been
and
adding
land on
all
top
the-
of a dragonborn.
Yeah. Oh no, he's under.
Oh yeah,
underneath.
he's under. She's on
So
top.
you're out. I'm gonna say that took pretty much your movement,
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you wanted to like jump down, I'm not gonna say you can't jump down.
Yeah. Can I jump down and see his feet and be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, you do that, so he'll know. You just see his like feet poking out and his little dumb
And
dragon
I'm like,
tail.
"What are you doing?"
He goes, my friend told me to get under here.
You needed to get under the other one.
Okay. Em, you're up.
So Bahamut is going to load the
Yep.
load the thing. Then can she like go over and like look at like the controls and see why he keeps missing and try to help him out or anything, or is that's too much?
That's a little too much because,
Okay.
like, bear in mind, these are 2 Dragonborns that are like 10-year-olds essentially.
And I forgot. Did we say that the Ring of X-Ray Vision was an action to activate?
I'll say it's a bonus action.
All right, I'll use my bonus action, and that's not a concentration spell. I don't lose concentration by.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so X-ray vision, and I'm like, why didn't I think of this sooner? And then I look over.
Just so you know, when you see it, this one's dead.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, that's good.
Oh, hey.
And then
Positive.
so the other tank, seeing Franz's poor ability to all you cast on top of them, create bonfire. They have to make a dex save.
That's a 19 on the die.
Okay, well, that is what it is. But they're now inside of
Yeah.
it's fire inside of the
They
thing.
have to get out.
Oh, no. I cast Sacred Flame.
You
Because
said
I forgot bonfire is a concentration spell because we didn't do it as a concentration spell the first couple sessions we had it. You can make a decision on that.
Which one did you mean? Genuinely.
I was thinking about create bonfire because that's what I used in the tank before. I just
So
forgot
that would
it had
mean that if you
concentration.
cast that, you lose concentration on the mob.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm
So
saying.
I'm gonna say it was create bonfire because you were
Yep.
complaining about using Sacred Flame instead of bonfire.
Yep.
So-
I just goofed.
Well,
so
then I
But-
turned to the mob that just woke up. It's your captain!
We'll resolve that on their turn and see what happens.
Okay.
I love
Sorry
it.
guys, I was doing so
no,
good.
no,
and
it's
then I goofed.
okay. Hey, we didn't have to deal with the mob for like 90% of
Fantastor's
the
up.
spell, so.
It was probably gonna last another round.
He
or
finally
two.
gets it. So that's going to be 3d10 on these fuckers.
I mean, we're literally in round 3 right now. So it would have been another 7.
Round
11,
Yeah.
15.
one,
Okay.
not bad.
I think we're on round 4.
Oh, are we on round 4?
I've moved.
Yeah, so I guess there would have been a lot more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I should have just sat there and did nothing.
No, it's okay.
Yep.
We have to kill them eventually, and any of us attacking them would have
We won't
set
have
it
to
up.
kill them if Franz can roll well.
Yeah.
I
Next
would-
up
I got a
is
crit.
That's true.
Jack.
I rolled like 3 20s this session.
I wasn't
who's
saying like
gonna
if
go?
Franz can roll well, like Franz
No, I
hasn't
know.
rolled well. I'm saying
So, he, what's it called? He sees, what's his face? Warren
Is
go under the
deception
tank,
maintained?
Yeah.
and he
Isn't doing no deception.
opens it up. He uses his action to lockpick the tank, so it is now open. But that's his like thing.
More instructive.
Yep. Next up is the Pearl D6. Is Moonbeam still on him?
Yep.
So they have to make a dex save. That is not going to do it. Tell me how much you're hurting them.
A lot.
Yeah.
Moonbeam is delicious.
I know.
2d10.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
That would've been cool.
Wait, does Warren need to? Oh shit!
okay, Ryan.
He's so
10.
upset. Okay. I'm going to say when he gets inside, yes.
Okay.
But right now, he's just like, he's like over here, and then like it opens, and then he just sees Moonbeam go, and,
And
he's like,
also, there's fire on top of whoever.
it's like that Community episode where
Oh, yeah.
Troy just walks in and everything's on fire. He's like, so that's what it is. Do your deception check for the thing against their insight. And you know what? I'm gonna give them disadvantage because they were
Pick a die.
like.
This.
Because they're just getting out of a hypnosis.
Oh, 6 again!
But
no.
luck point. Yeah,
Better,
21.
better.
Okay.
They
Much
believe
better.
you. They
They'll take your action.
they
Your
look
direction.
they look at you for direction.
Nice.
Lay down your arms. We are surrendering.
Okay, they do that. Boggs, you're up.
Are you going to accept their surrender? That's the question. Oh, no.
He moves Moonbeam onto. No, I'm kidding.
I was thinking that.
Well, that other
I
guy's
felt
still
those
alive.
vibes.
The one that Moonbeam. Did he end his turn, Moonbeam guy? Is he gone? Did he end his turn in my fire?
Oh yeah, he has to make a save on that too.
I think he just takes the damage for
Okay.
Creep on him. I'll look it up while Ryan's doing his turn.
You see me wink at you.
I move Moonbeam to the mob.
Is it an area of effect spell?
No, ends its turn, so he does have to make
Just the 5 feet.
Okay.
Anything in that 5 feet.
Okay.
So-
Well, they fail anyway. And what they ended in, so they take
Dex save.
Yeah, they failed. They got a 6.
Gonna
10.
Sounds good. You see them fall.
Alright.
Done.
Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna move Moonbeam. I'm gonna cast a new Moonbeam. And I'm gonna use a level 3 slot.
Combat's effectively over. By the way.
Boggs does not care.
That is 21.
Okay, that happens. For now, I'm going to say that, like, Boggs is bloodthirsty. Actually, so's for now. Like, she hates these people, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fine.
She's gonna do the same.
Does she have Moonbeam? Oh, yeah. So,
She's been
yeah,
casting it.
I forgot whose Moonbeam it was.
All right.
So, yeah, she does it. That's a 2 on the dice.
Oh, that is also a 21.
All right. Back to the top with Franz. You see them lay down their weapons and then boom, boom.
I'm in a trance.
Like
Mhm.
beam me up Scotty. Or
Yeah.
It's like, well, men, it's been an honor.
Oh my god.
do you do anything or just watch it happen?
It's like, we shall take this punishment from the gods.
I think Warren would want to fire off some arrows at them. So did you want to roll for him or?
I feel like,
Oh no, he's distracted there.
yeah, Warren's just gonna take over the tank.
It's on
it's-
fire on the inside.
yeah.
And
He's gonna put out the fire.
it's
And it's under
magical.
Moonbeam right now, so
Oh,
too.
shit.
No, it's not
No,
on
move.
move.
Yeah.
No boom.
He's gonna try to put out the fire, I guess.
Is it
Magical.
bonfire? Oh, it's magical. Well, have him roll an insight to see if he's able to discern.
It's a crit
Fail?
Crit.
success.
Okay, he knows that it's a magical bonfire that can't be put out by normal means.
Okay, you hear, "Yo, dummy, turn the shit off."
Do I see this?
I think you see him trying to, like...
Can I end concentrate? That'd probably be my action to end it, or could I just end it as a reaction?
You could end it as a reaction.
Alright, so I'll,
Nice.
fire goes away.
Yeah, so Warren's just gonna take over the tank.
Okay, and what does Ace do?
Ace, well, he's like barbarian rage, so he is
Yeah.
going to run in.
This or that?
He's going to run at the mob.
Okay. And do what?
He is going to try to attack them.
That's good.
Does 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Ooh, he's gonna like that.
He is gonna like that.
Okay, that is 11.
Okay. Next up is Ash.
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
Because I got out of this tank and into his spell,
What spell?
the green. Could I have
Oh, no,
jumped-
you're
Nah,
not.
you
Under
it.
jumped like
Could
you're
I have
not.
jumped out on the other side of this tank? That's
Yes.
my question.
Like,
I moved the spell. And actually, it's not there anymore anyway because it's concentration.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
never
So
mind.
let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can you move me directly next to yellow mob? I'm gonna do some swords.
Not
Nice.
everybody's taking part of this.
Oh, it's done now.
He's
So-
gonna put him out of misery.
Oh, sad. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay.
You're up.
So, by him, it can't really see much, so she's just loading up another
Mm-hmm.
piece of ammo. I look upon the sight of these helpless people being attacked, and I just shake my head. And I'll go loot the captain's body.
Okay.
I know what
was
happens
all
when I
that?
try to stop this madness. So what's up?
Roll investigation and we'll figure out how that goes. Fantastor is ready to fuck shit up.
Fuck me.
1 second. Where's his shit? If only I could pull up his
It's
stuff.
fantastic. We're about to shoot where everyone is gathering.
1
Probably.
second.
Uh-oh.
That was me. He's going to cast Hold Person on them, just to make sure they do it, and they do not save, so they are held.
How many people were we talking?
I'm sorry?
How many people?
It's like 15,
Okay.
but it's a mob, so he holds the mob.
They're also like deeply. They have now had 40
Yeah.
damage on them, so they have likely less than 15, or all of them are like severely injured.
And they've been commanded by their captain to just accept fate.
Yeah.
I feel like that maybe that wouldn't work though.
I was never asked to give it a check.
They still have to like pick up
Here's
their weapon
the
to fight
beautiful
back,
part.
But
The mob is going to move away at a
Oh,
moonbeam, but look at how many opportunity attacks are on them. So, like,
they're gonna try.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're gonna
embrace me.
Yeah, so everyone making an opportunity attack on them.
22.
That's gonna do that. Yep. That hits.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Ooh, max damage for, what's his face over here? 17 damage.
They're done.
So,
Also 12.
They are all done.
Cool.
I dropped my disguise self before the Dragonborn started attacking me.
Yeah. Alright. Combat is done.
We did it! Oh, I don't have to use that voice
Go
anymore. We
team!
did it! Woo!
Oh yeah, sorry. Eric, I will let you know what you find on the body. Oh. That's funny. Anyway, I'll let you know what you find afterwards. Alright, so you were so engulfed in this fight that you, like, this was all you could focus on. Do a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. You look over to the fire to see where it is, and you can see that it is spreading again. But also bear in mind, you did tell everyone, so, like, it's probably at the village at this point, but they're also safe somewhere. So that's what you get with that.
Okay. Well, guys, we need to get in these
I would
tanks.
like to go loot the captain's quarters after I've looked over the captain's body.
I mean, I think that if there's anything useful in this place, we should
Okay.
take it.
How about this? Why don't you all tell me the stuff that you'd want to do, and over the week I'll send it to you, because we are over time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I want to loot everything.
okay. How about this? Everyone just email, not even just tell me now, just send me what you want, and then I'll tell you what to roll, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll
Sounds
post. Alright.
Investigation stuff. Oh, do you want
Or-
us? You don't want
We're
us
gonna
to
wait.
hear it
Yeah.
right now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was thinking that we do it right now.
So, thoughts?
That was a lot of shit going on.
It
We
was.
fucked up a lot of
I'm
shit.
glad that you guys took on some of the NPCs, because,
Yeah, that would have
like,
been
yeah.
a lot to deal with.
Because I like having NPCs playing around with their own motivations and stuff like that.
Well, and you know, with a battle like this, you kind of need them.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really the option to like when you're doing real battle and not just like PCs
Combats.
yeah,
Yeah.
like PCs can actually deal with this by themselves.
How do you feel about those? Like, because right now the past few combats have been things that you on your own are not meant to, or should not really win. So, like, these epic tank battles and firefights versus, like, oh, there's an owl bear.
I think that they're a nice mix-up, but I think, like, I imagine like if we had to do this every week, it'd grow tedious.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent the last hour and a half on this battle.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, I like them because I think they move the story more than individual battles often do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, also, like, it felt nice because it was a culmination. It was our third trip to the same spot.
Yeah.
So it felt like a nice, like, capstone to all the surveillance and reconnaissance and screw-ups and successes, and it just felt like a very satisfying way of dealing with this issue that we've been dealing with for the past 3 sessions.
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
Third time is a charm. Also, like, we got some, like, good, like, you know...
We should burn this fort down.
Franz will be so happy to hear that.
We should wait. We might need it for shelter.
No. We need to get out of here unless Bob's is staying to help, like, these villagers. Like, I think that's the question, right?
We can deal with that in character next week.
I think.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think that like these kind of battles, like one of the things that's kind of tricky about them, and like the reason why you want variety in your combat is like all sorts of different classes and characters, and even within a class, the spells you take and everything have a profound impact on how you can engage with these kind of combats. So it's like when I had Thunderstep and we had fought that first tank, me and Franz were able to just pop into the tank because it was like open air or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, but it's like this time I had like a slightly different spell list, and it's like, what is fly or or flaming sphere going to do to these tanks? There's not going to do anything. And so, like, you want to have that variety because it's like certain, like the hypnotic pattern was great, even though I only hit one of them. Like the concept of like a huge area with a ton of enemies and all of them have to make a saving throw or else they become incapacitated. That's like a really cool use of that particular spell. Whereas one bad guy, not a very useful spell because we're going to be attacking him anyways. And so I think that it's like, I like it when a fight makes you think about the resources that you have and thinking about using them in different ways and stuff. And I thought that we got to do that here a little bit, which is cool. As well as any fight, I think this is a good example of a fight that has good conceptualization, because you want a fight where it's not just purely like, I'm going to go hit that guy. And this one is like, we got the tanks going on. We got if we kill the captain, maybe they'll stop. There's a lot of different decision makings that we got to make throughout the course of the fight, which made it more engaging and interesting than just, oh, there's an owl bear, I'm gonna cut it. Right. What cut is biggest?
There was always something for someone to do. There was always a new angle or a new strategy. When you got done with one thing, you went on to the next thing. And like with that many NPCs and PCs working together, sometimes some people are just like, I don't know what to do.
I wanted what's his face, Jack, to have like a military background, so that, and especially since he and Warren were doing combat, so like had he not been gathered, you wouldn't have had the resource of him like puttying the acid spray stuff, which could have that was a shitload of damage, because you would get, I think it was like 2d10 piercing plus 3d10 acid, which was just meant to fuck someone up in a turn and then make you like consider having to turn tail. The other thing that Corey neutralized it, but I was hoping to make the fire a little bit more of a danger, where you would have had to do all these like con saves to walk through 2 hours of fiery forest, pretty much.
My character would have highly advocated for cut and run. That is what would have, like, I would have been like, we can't do this. Like, we will die there.
I wouldn't have gone through fire either.
I think that
I'm literally made of leaves.
Right? Like, I would be like, can we get a ship for these villagers? We'll find them some new land somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like Jon Snow season 5.
And that like option came about from like Eric trying to get people to pray to their gods, which made me think, oh yeah, like semi-spoiler alert, you all have been chosen by certain gods. So if you roll well enough and don't abuse I have a god in my corner, like maybe some things happen.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to tell Franz after that happened was I wanted like M to kind of come up and be like, you know, you owe them big now, right? Like, and maybe I'll say that to you next session. But like, it's true. Like now, like, you know, they have an IOU, you know.
Now you're indebted for realsies.
And like, there are going to be some consequences for that. Like, not like huge bad ones. It's just you summon 20,000 water people
to die for you.
Yeah,
essentially.
They're just water people. They don't have feelings.
It depends. That depends on if they're real people or not.
Yeah, you don't know. You never asked them their names. All 20,000 souls gone.
But they didn't even give me a high five, so.
That's true.
How much of a soul can you have if you won't give Boggs a high five?
Right.
That's true.
I don't know. Boggs is slowly going evil over there. He's definitely neutral.
Oh, definitely evil.
Like, yeah,
it's like Nazi thing to kill like prisoners.
Spoiler: my character is like hovers between true neutral and chaos neutral, and which is the only reason why he was like, well, now that Boggs is doing this, it's either like let them get their weapons or kill them before they can pick them up again. So yes, that's what I'm doing now. Like,
I think you would have seen them as a future threat. Like, he would have certainly given them no.
It was a headache.
No mercy.
It was a future headache.
It was just like,
For
well,
sure.
they're here now. It sucks that they put down the weapons, but better now than in the future.
Someone who's neutral good, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm a teenager, so I'm chaotic neutral by default.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I like today's session a lot. It gave us a lot of opportunity to like play on defense, really think out of we spent a good hour strategizing.
Yeah.
Just straight strategizing.
We got to do the 3 pillars, right? Exploration, interaction, like role playing, and to combat. So
Sure.
The firewall was a tough puzzle. Like I really had no idea what to do. I was like, I can do a thing, but it's not
we
going to
literally
do the whole
Deus Ex
thing.
Machina did.
Did she?
What?
I'm not sure. She
I did. I'm like, yo, God. In
Yeah.
the most pitiful way, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. But then you rolled an
Please.
18, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's see it. But like the thing is, like, I don't know, like it wasn't. I didn't intend for that to be solved. Like I wanted you to either have to go through it and get a lot of ouches, or have to turn tail.
No, if we
But-
if we had tried to go through that fire and then fight the enemies that we had to fight, there would have been no way. There would have been no way.
We've been so incredibly lucky with the last 2 sessions in the sense that we've completely neutered this part of the threat. There's still like a greater looming threat, and like now Answith is like knocking on the doorsteps, but now we've got 5 tanks.
No.
We did do a good
2
job
of them are definitely
dwindling
like
their
dead.
forces.
Yeah.
Well, then we've neutralized 2 tanks. We've got 3 tanks.
We've
Can we
done
keep
it.
the? Well, I guess we didn't keep the ones that the enemies were in, right? Because we assailed them.
I would say that we did dwindle their forces like 2 times in a row. Like, I probably killed like 10 plus soldiers.
Like we've wiped out this camp with what 50, around 50. Yeah, we've wiped out a sizable force. This isn't to say we don't know what Answith's forces are going to be like, but
I
feel
mean,
like
it
gonna
depends
be
on
a point where,
what her
like-
business strategy is, right?
Yeah.
If she is now pissed to the point that she's like, fine, I'm
It's
just
costing
now
too
gonna
much.
come murder you,
Oh,
or if it's costing too much, and she's like, well, no, I can get beyond my own ego.
See what kind of businesswoman she is.
Right.
Nice.
I don't know. We could go on a diplomatic mission and be
ooh,
like,
Yeah,
Angela,
let's do
please
that.
stop.
Take me there.
break out my
Take
old
me
mustache
there.
machete again.
I'll just.
Boggs, I
I'll just
really
say
have
hello.
this feeling that Boggs is gonna murder me one of these days, and it's
Well, just be good to the earth.
Yes, that's what those soldiers.
Closing thoughts is something we want to talk about because we only got 2 minutes, and I don't want to come up with like a huge conversation starter.
I showed Warren the fuck up.
You did.
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
Bow down.
It entertains me that you're in that kind of like battle with an NPC.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, I tried. He wouldn't give me a piggyback ride. Was there?
Yeah,
My
I forgot
character.
about that.
That's how it's all started. Well, also just look at Ace. He got character development today.
He
Yeah.
did, yeah. He found. I mean, he still wants to be a rogue, but he makes a very good barbarian for who he is.
And he was level 2, and he was barbarians dish out a lot of damage, regardless. But
Yeah.
he was also squishy. He had like 20 health.
I know. That's one thing that I'm worried about because, like, you guys could deal heavy damage, and pretty much every round you've had so far has been with surprise. So, like, I'm trying. Like, sometimes I feel like there's not enough challenge for you in the sense, like, where you're worried about your
if
character's.
we had not
mortality.
had surprise in this battle, there's a really good chance we would have lost.
Yeah.
I would also say that this isn't the kind of battle where you want someone to die. Like with all this chaotic stuff,
Yeah.
you feel a lot like your agency is a little bit just reduced. Just because I'm going and then 10 other things are going, then it's my turn in, which isn't bad. That's just the way the combat is in these big. But if you want to, I feel like if you want a combat where you feel like your life's really in danger, it's better if it was just us 4 against 4 other things, right? And then it's you're feeling like you're making a lot of meaningful choices that
That's
led
true.
to whatever consequences that you had. So like at least in my battle designs, I try to make stuff like this a little bit on the easier side because it's more about the flavor of like it's a big battle.
Yeah.
And like that's the story that we're telling here.
I think that depends for me as a DM on how stupid they are, how stupid the players are, and
Fair.
strategizing. So like if they are just like, you know what we're gonna do, we're just gonna storm this place with no prior prep, with not knowing the layout, without knowing who the enemies are, without doing it. Like I'm just like, well then, like one of you might die. Like like if you're gonna continuously make like stupid decisions, in which the DM definitely does the and then they're like, gonna do it
sure?
anyway.
Yeah.
Are you
Are
100% positive? Like,
DM
Like,
speak for don't
3
do
sessions
that.
of build-up.
Are you sure?
Right, and this had 3 sessions of build-up. We had like strategy, you know, at least the 2 games of those.
And we
I was in-
strategized even on our way in. I was like, yeah.
Now the real question is Ace level up?
Sure, why not? He's there.
He's now multi-class.
Behemoth is now a level 8 paladin.
No.
And I get to, she's my liege.
Yeah.
No.
We're not even level 8. We're still level 5.
That was the
Yeah.
joke.
All right, cool. It is 5:01, so I think that we should call it a day today.
Thank
We
you.
shall see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Woo!